quick, the socials real quick, and then we can get started.
Yay.
Whee!
Black Panther. Black Panther. The Black Panther.
Copy the link.
Did you watch the Black Panther BET series? No?
Stand aside.
No? No one saw the Black Panther BET series? Okay.
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
There you go. That's the guy right there.
But I'm ready when you guys are. Now.
Hey, I saw Black Panther. I was rewatching X-Men animated series all week, right? And I saw Black Panther there. Does that count?
No.
It was on BET.
No,
he
it
was
doesn't.
there for. He was in X-Men for 5 seconds. Austin, come on.
It doesn't count. He had his own show.
All right, let's get started, right? Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Well, anyway, let me get started. Welcome to Comic Phanatic Live. You're here with me, Cryptid Seeker 415, making sure you all subscribe to the daily edition of the Daily Bugle for all your Spider-Boy content.
And I am Jake Tylenol. Bury the light deep within. Cast it aside. There's no coming home.
And I'm Ace Comics, Austin. I won't wish to go now.
Yeah.
I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and yes, I am the Goth North Star.
And together, we form the Fanatics, and we talk about the news and reviews of the week.
Yeah.
I hear we have socials, but I think only one of us knows them by heart.
Oh, dang. I'm the one who knows them by heart?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Well, first of all, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Interact with it any way you want to. I really don't care. Any interaction is good interaction. Anyways, you can follow us on the Twitters at Comic Fanatic 69. We do all the updates will be posted there. Anyways, you can also follow if you want to follow me, your boy. Ow, hit my elbow on the shelf. You can follow me at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. Because I said so. And if you also want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you can follow me at witch_of_Jotunheim. That one is with a U, guys. Woo! If you want to find Austin, he's a brick wall with a face. I don't know. It's pretty easy to find, not gonna lie. But remember, it has to be bright blue eyes and pink blush. Remember that. That's very important. If you want to find Cryptid, you know what to do. You know how to summon him. We don't have to always repeat it. You know.
Pledge allegiance to an eagle.
That's like only like one part of it, Cryptid, and you know it. Anyways, if you want to find Jake Tylenol or Jake Ibuprofen, no, Jim Ibuprofen, my bad. You can find him in the plants. That's all I'm gonna say.
You can find me in the Four Nations that bend elements somewhere.
Alrighty then.
Well,
With that guy.
You know what? I guess that's it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's end the episode. All right.
Yeah, straight to the point, guys. All right, guys. Let's start off with the media news. Who wants to start us off?
I hear racism was defeated today or something.
Is it? Okay, so Black Panther video game writer Dani Lalonders responds to her racist remarks. You know, the remarks concerning the fact that she didn't want to hire white people.
What did she say?
She pretty much just I think she just has poor PR skills, because she tried saying no, that's not what she meant, when no, that's literally what she said. You know?
Yeah. I'll try to find her. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not feeling great. I don't mean emotional. I mean like physically. But I'll try to find her.
And I'm only working
hot topics.
Yeah, and I'm only working off of one device. I usually have 2 devices, but I'm in another state right now, audience.
Yeah, and I'm house sitting, and I'm still able to pull up.
Well, he did pull up. He just had flipped his wife.
Yeah.
I recall her trying to rebut her comments by saying that, like, no, she actually doesn't have hiring power, which is kind of odd because, like, in her video from last week, she was gleefully mentioning that she doesn't hire white people and
Yeah,
for
she
her
says,
project.
this is the quote right here. She says, "We have no white people on our team," and she says, "I did that because I wanted to control the environment." That's like.
But now she's saying something completely different, contradicting herself.
It makes it sound worse. It implies that, oh no, they hire white people. I just make sure they don't stay. You see, I make sure there's no white people here.
I think she even went on to mention that, like, okay, yes, we did have two white people working on the audio, so there.
So that's her two white friends.
Yeah, basically, she pulled the two white friend card.
Usually, I am the white friend.
She comes across as she has whatever happened, she had a history in the past, and she's taking that out on the project. But I don't.
Nah, if you go by her teammates' remarks, then that's not really. Apparently, all of whatever her former company was. If you can find a name in the article, Jig, another employee came out from that saying, no, that's how that whole company was.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like either way. I feel like someone told her, like, hey, maybe rephrase this because it's not make us good, and we can probably get in trouble for this.
Yep. I mean, I like what Jake said last week when said, you could have worded this different by saying, you wanted to give more opportunities to other people in communities.
That'd have been a lie, though.
Huh?
That'd have been a lie based on what her intention was, what she did herself.
Listen, we got a solid game.
Yeah.
As long as no one can prove it, who cares?
Gotcha. Did anybody pop up that article again?
Yeah, I'm looking at the article.
I'm eating soup, Cryptid. I can't pull up an article right now.
Yeah, I'm not saying that white people in the industry are creating unsafe environments. I'm not saying that. That this is not what I'm saying. She said. I'm saying sometimes it's hard to work with white people because they think that something may be okay, but it was really a microaggression, and no one wants to deal with that while you're trying to make a game that they love. So that's the full quote. And then later, he says on March 7 wrote, I just stopped taking y'all seriously when I start running around saying white people can experience racism because I did not suffer through 2020 for y'all to act like you weren't an ally to Black Lives Matter 4 years later.
What?
Yeah. This was in response to something. The article before. Sorry.
I need to stop using Black Lives Matter as a way to do this. Okay, I need people to stop doing that.
Yeah.
As a black person myself, y'all got to stop.
Yeah.
Austin, you're black? Oh my god, I thought you were a wall.
I'm black on the inside, on the wall, right?
Okay, no.
He's a black wall. That's what.
No, I'm brick wall. There's no black brick walls, all right?
I mean,
there's no racism walls. It sounds like she's been fighting a lot on Twitter in regards to this. It was just a comment she shouldn't have come out and said. Honestly, and as Cryptid pointed out, that I pointed out, there was a way you could have worded this, and I think everyone would be like, okay. So yeah, it's whatever. But hey, listen, hopefully that Black Panther game is good because that's gonna make it even worse.
Okay. Well, this won't be the last time we'll talk about Black Panther. So with that, I think we should move on to. With that, we should move on to the next topic, guys. I got this one. 1943 Rise of Hydra trailer.
How you feeling?
Well, I'll tell you guys this. I will get a PS5 by the time this game comes out.
Oh,
right.
This is the one. Okay.
So all it took was a cap game.
Yeah. The fucking one.
Does it make you guys feel better if I tell you I got a PS4 specifically just to play Avengers PS4?
No, that's kind of disappointing.
To play as Captain America? Come on.
That's like when when I got a Switch because I thought Persona was on it, and then I was disappointed. So that's the thing.
When
And my
Uncle
Switch has not failed me yet. I'm just
Hey.
saying.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Plus,
for the games that the Switch do have, I think the Switch works great.
Hey, when I see that trailer and Captain America's on it, I take that as Uncle Steve wants you to buy this console.
He's calling the stands. Are you gonna answer the call of freedom?
Yeah. But what did you guys think of the trailer?
That was looked more like a movie than a game trailer.
I know that me. That's what I was. That was thinking.
Yeah.
When I watched it. I was like, this feels more like a movie or a show
Yeah.
or something rather.
Well,
than
it was the story trailer.
It was a story trailer, but
Yeah,
like,
so we'll give it that. It's gonna look more realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as far as like, I just kind of want to see a little bit of gameplay, but it's not
Okay.
doable, so it is what it is.
Hey, I watched the whole 12-minute presentation on this, and okay, to let additional information is we're going to have 4 playable characters in this game. Of course, it's going to be Captain America, then Black Panther, who's T'Challa's grandfather, Azari, and it's going to be Gabriel Jones from the Howling Commandos, and I forgot that other chick's name, but she's a Dora Milaje, so you can fill in the blanks there.
Yeah.
The only normal idea people know is AO, okay?
Yeah, they all have the same skill set.
Okoye doesn't count. Okoye is queen now, doesn't count.
Okay. Okay, but anyway, so those are 4 playable characters. I know some people were like really scratching their heads at the fact that Gabriel Jones? Where's Bucky? This and that. To that,
There's a lot of people scratching their heads, not just Gabriel Jones. You skip Bucky,
where the hell is the
Dum Dum,
Where is my boy Jim?
Dum Dum Dugan.
Where's Neymar?
Yep.
Neymar don't have to be here. He wasn't even in the story.
Let Neymar be a
Well,
DLC.
we need some boss fights. Put Neymar.
Yeah, the boss fight can be not Namor. He's not the story. But if you're gonna do the second World War II game, it feels weird not have Cap's actual partner or any of the top 3 Howling Commandos as a partner.
Yeah, I mean, okay, come on, is it too much to ask for Nick Fury Sr.? Or I want to see my Dum Dum Dugan with a bowler hat. Come on.
No, I'm saying.
Where is my 15-year-old Bucky Barnes? Where is my 15-year-old James Buchanan Barnes?
I watched most people watch the trailer. They didn't know the fuck Gabriel Jones was.
Yes, I still don't know who he is. Who the hell is he?
He's the one black guy in the Howling Commandos, and it feels like because of the Black Panther game, they chose his character.
I wanted to bring that up too. At first, I was thinking it was Washington Jones from the Young Allies, which was basically the Teen Titans of World War II. But then, as soon as I saw that trumpet, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's Gabriel Jones. So,
how is
okay. Suffice it to say that this game, the storyline wise, is going to be more based on the Flags of Our Fathers miniseries that was between Black Panther and Captain America, which was their first interaction with each other in World War II. And yeah, Gabriel did play a good. He had a few good moments in that story. I'll say that. What else can we infer from this? Oh yeah,
Bucky better be DLC, or people gonna be pissed.
I just want an invader, or come on, give me Toro.
No, people don't know who that is.
No, and people didn't know who Gabriel Jones was, man.
Exactly, he should be here. But realistically, if they do DLC, they can do because you'll have to still split them up by teams, I assume. Where it's like a Black Panther, or you know what I mean. So you can do Bucky on Steve's side, and then Namor his own situation, and you do the Human Torch with another invader. Like you can do all this crazy stuff if you put them out together, like another 4-person story DLC thing.
As long as I don't see one specific character in this game, I'll be okay.
Gotcha.
You gotta get over character appearances, all right? Some characters are needed to be places.
Belief, and he's not an invader.
Nah, he's not gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a little bit too off brand. All right.
So good that he's not gonna be in this.
Yep. Here's somebody who I think a lot of people are overlooking. Right? There came one point where Captain America was being debriefed, saying that like there are 3 super soldiers, right? And Cap was like, "That's too. That's too many." Okay,
Yeah, it's Red Skull.
so yeah, you have Steve, Red Skull, but who will be the third one?
It's Captain
Your
America.
mom?
He's talking about Black. I mean, he's talking about Winter Soldier. I mean, not Winter Soldier. He's talking about T'Challa guy.
That Azari, but no, that could be him. But again, if this is really based on Flags of Our Father, another person that was working with Red Skull during his invasion of Wakanda was Masterman.
Masterman's not a super soldier though.
Huh?
Masterman, he was not a super soldier though.
Yeah, Masterman took a serum from the Nazis. Wait, no, yeah, he is technically super. He did get a serum from the Nazis to turn him into basically a lower tier Superman.
Okay.
Okay, you could have him. I mean, hey,
I'm not gonna doubt it. I was just saying, based on the trailer, it seemed like he was more implying that there's a cat super soldier guy. I gotta deal with Red Skull, and that's too big. Bro. I don't like it.
Okay, and when it comes to Red Skull, guys, I want him to be saying stuff that will get him canceled. Come on,
No, they're not
follow
gonna do
what
that.
it was in comics. Follow what it was in the comics. You know.
He didn't say anything in the comics that would got him canceled.
You should see what. Did you read Flags for Our Fathers, Austin?
I'm pretty sure I read it recently though. I read it before.
Like, dude, he was gleefully torturing some Wakandans for information, and even he mentioned like when he was torturing them, right? He told all subordinates, make sure you cleanse yourself afterwards from the blood. And
Yeah, they're not gonna get canceled. Yeah, he said the N word.
No, let me finish. You wouldn't want to get the blank virus. The reason
Kitty Pryde also said the N word. All right, who cares?
the blank virus. Yeah.
They're probably gonna change to the black virus, but I can see it.
No, I'm not saying he didn't say that. He said it's a certain animal sort of word that I don't want to say, but Red Skull said it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're not going to cancel. That's the character. If he said the N word, that'd have been a whole different situation. But him saying that in that time period, I think would be people gonna get over.
Gotcha. But anyway, so yeah, here's another twist, right? Rather than having Red Skull masquerading in another robot as we usually see him in, what if
you don't want to see him in Iron Man suit? With that?
No, not Iron Man suit. What if he actually does invade Wakanda and becomes the Red Panther?
No.
You don't think so?
No, that's not just like getting the suit. He has to get it form fitted. He has to like they have to do a whole lot to make a specific suit for a Black Panther stuff to fit this man. It's not like a one size fit all with Iron Man, all right?
Hey, you never know.
Black Panther has people have a lot of stuff to make sure that suit. People can't wear the suit with your royal family, all right?
You know, when he was invading Wakanda, right? He wasn't just going to stop at stealing the mountain of vibranium, right? You know, he wanted to make every Wakandan his slaves.
Yeah. That's what villains do.
Yep. So yeah.
But realistically, I just when it comes to boss fights, like I said, I don't think you need just throw Namor here in the story he has nothing to do with and no reason to be here. I think you just do Zemo. You just do the whole Hydra full cast. So do Zemo. You do Armazola. You do obviously Red Skull. You can do Red Skull pre and post virus. So he has 2 different gameplay styles. I think that'd be kind of cool. First one's more with the gun, then you get like the more red face, willing to come beat you up personally, and then you get like the suit final fight type situation. They're not counting the Captain America Black Panther boss fights already, since they're going to be fighting somewhere in the beginning of the game too.
Yeah, question: is this going to be like a choose your own adventure sort of game?
I think you just pick the what?
It's the Uncharted people, ain't it?
Yeah, but I still believe they're just going to be like, well, you just pick. I think it's going to be like chapter type thing. So you play chapters Captain America, play chapters Black Panther.
Yeah.
So they're like chapter 1, Captain America story. Chapter 2, you go to Black Panther, see what he's doing, and he's catching up to where Cap is, and then you go back to Cap, like that type of gameplay stuff.
And then at the very end, you get a chapter where they're both together and you play as like the
yeah, then you kind of can choose them, really.
There you go. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to bring up, right? Like, one thing I found odd was that Captain America already had his circular shield, right? In Flags of Our Father, the reason why that was a significant story was the fact that, Captain America, he came in, he did have his triangular shield at that point, and
it's because they're going. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
It wasn't until afterwards, after he had a kinship with Black Panther that Black Panther decided to give Cap a hunk of vibranium that eventually went on to be making his shield, right? But from what I'm gathering by listening to Azari's reaction to Captain America, it didn't seem like he had much respect for Cap. I mean, if anything, he's looking at that shield, saying that shield doesn't belong to you. That's what's making me think. Are you guys going to change the narrative to saying that the Americans stole vibranium?
Yeah, because they're doing the MCU story. Yes, they're doing the MCU origin, where they just took it.
They didn't take it. Like,
Howard did just take it. They didn't give it to Howard.
He took
it from a country. He found it in Wakanda. I didn't say he went there with a gun and said, "Hey, yo, give me your stuff." But he went to Wakanda and he found it and he made a shield. Black Panther said that in Civil War.
He found it, but I'm just worried that they're going to try saying that the Americans stole it. That's what I'm trying.
From Wakanda's point of view, they did steal it. They said in Civil War too.
If that vibranium,
you came to our country, you found our most valuable resource and left. You didn't pay for that.
It's not in Wakandan hands. It is stuff to them.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, remember, this is an isolated country. Of course, you stole it from them. They didn't give it to you. You went into an isolated country. Yes, you can. It's in their country.
A whole material. A whole material.
No, they do.
But they literally did that. Why you like it's not something they did?
Oh, Krypton, if you want to argue morally, that's not fair. Fine, but like to them, that is what it is. Like,
it landed in their country. He hired one of their country, grabbed something left, and then paid for it. For them, you stole it. America stole that too.
Wow, but it was a rock in our country. Okay, you should ask.
Yeah. But that just means that Cap's going to earn this guy's respect over the course of the game.
Yeah,
I guess that's the only. Yeah, I guess that's the way they have to go. I guess.
Hey, Krypton, take solace. It's not the origin from the comic that they retcon, right?
That's one thing I wanted to bring up. I'm actually worried that these group of writers are going to want to touch on that retcon.
I don't think.
Why would they? The story has nothing to do with Wakanda. You'll just be spinning Wakanda's face, really.
Yeah, I think there's just going to be like, hey, we didn't give you permission.
Oh yeah. No, we get permission to do that shit. We know you had a random black guy make it in a cave for some reason.
Scene where Steve's like, you know what, Panther, you can have the shield. He's like, nah, you've earned it.
No, you earned it. I know for a fact some random white group is going to say that's their symbol instead, even though we gave it to you. It's okay. Like that'll just be mudding the story for no reason.
Gotcha. But let's see. Anything else you guys want to talk about in this trailer?
The voice actor for T'Challa's grandfather was great.
Oh yeah, the same voice actor for Cyborg, and he did several other voices.
I just knew him from Ezekiel from The Walking Dead.
Oh, him too. Oh, he was also Aqualad in Young Justice. He was also number 11 from Kids Next Door. Yeah, he's done a lot of roles.
Yeah, he was amazing in this situation here. Him and Steve was both great, but I think he shined a little bit more. He had more passionate lines, to be fair. Steve looks a little bit like John Walker, according to people, and I was like, I don't really see it.
He doesn't have.
I heard that same comparison when it came to the PS4 cap suits.
Yeah.
No. They're not talking about the suit. They're talking about in the face.
Yeah, I guess we're just used to. I guess Chris has been the only Cap in live action played you, so I guess we're just used to that face. So it's kind of fair.
I do wish they went with a more comic book Cap suit, though. I'm not gonna lie, instead of the MCU style suit.
Yeah, but
But I'm sure they'll let you get extra suits and shit in the game. That's usually some standard now.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're gonna have an option where to Azari's gonna be have his mask on or mask off. So I think the same thing's gonna be for Steve. So as
Sorry,
far
better
as
not be
Steve,
wearing his mask off.
what?
I think if you play that game with his mask off, you're a fraud. Because ain't no black
Ah.
dude, especially leader of a nation, about to tell the world he got her paid for taxes. Exposing his secrets to the nation. They ain't doing that.
Gotcha. Yeah, as far as Cap's image goes, like I mean, there was only one scene from this trailer that I saw where I was like, Cap's head looks a little bit big for his body, but that was just only one a 5-second scene,
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I saw it too.
Yeah.
I find
His
it,
body,
I do find
his
it
body.
interesting that Cap doesn't seem to like Black Panther, even though, like, did they? I guess
He
they don't
doesn't know him.
I guess I don't know about Wakanda, do they? I can't remember that trailer.
No, some random black dude came up and started messing his operation, trying to play Hydra,
Yeah.
and he keep getting his way.
I can't remember the trailer. They were like, oh, like who? I can't remember they were like, who is this guy? Or like, I can't remember they were like, dude.
No, Cap straight up says, "I don't know you." He said, "But I know you. You're the fighter of America." Black Panther knows all that, everything about him, but he don't know about Black Panther.
So I feel like if Steve knows the whole situation, he's like, oh.
That's why I saw him saying. That's why I saw it as him saying, "There's 3 super soldiers too many," because he doesn't know Black Panther, but he knows Black Panther has super strength and speed based on their interactions so far.
Mm-hmm. And also keep in mind, like when we got to that fight between them and the bridge, we did notice that Captain America already had a scratch mark on the shield. So
they interacted before.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, looking forward to this. Yeah. PS5 is in my foreseeable future, guys.
Right,
Happy.
Let's say you get the PS5 and get this game, and then they announce, "Hey, we're doing a new Black Panther, a new Captain America game on the PS6."
No, it's gonna be Xbox exclusive, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like Blade.
Yeah.
Hey.
They
don't have an Xbox.
My wallet can only pay for patriotism so much. All right, there's a line.
I want to know how far this goes.
The price of patriotism is high, and it's a price I can't always pay. All right.
You can't afford patriotism. What kind of person are you?
All right. Anyway, guys, let's move on. Which do you want to do this one?
Wait, give Jake his computer real quick.
Alright, let me change these.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna get copywritten if we X-Men 97, first 2 episodes, y'all. What are your thoughts?
This felt like a continuation off of the 90s.
We talked a while back about about how we wanted, we had this whole discussion about Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes coming back, and this is more or less what I was talking about. I just want to feel like, even if it's newer looking, I just wanted to feel like the show that I just left off of, and I think that's what this show does a great job of doing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It looks higher budget, but they still talk like they do from before. They still act like they do. The plots feel like they belong there, and this is more like
Also, I'm gonna make this note now before we even fully get into it. Magneto is hot. He has built energy. Also, Remy, fine as hell. Okay, let's move on.
Magneto.
That's not a note that's needed. They need to stop doing that.
Make him hot always. Make him hot always.
Magneto shedding a tear for the Earth was the greatest thing I've ever seen. That show was so funny.
For a guy that's almost supposed to be 100, he's looking good for his age. I'll say that.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly. I mean,
that's why they need to stop.
He could have been 97.
I don't give a fuck. He's hot in this.
But X-Men 97, the continuation of X-Men the animated series. This time, after the death of Charles Xavier, the X-Men must band together and pick up where he left off. But in a world that hates it,
not really.
In a world that hates and fears them,
they kind of they kind of just start playing basketball and shit. I don't really think they care.
Listen.
Hey.
Scott's doing the heavy lifting, but they're all like.
Austin, this is a year after the finale happened, so I can imagine they can have
Yeah,
some
so it's not really
downtime.
them picking up anything. They already did it.
Listen. The world's in a better place. Humans needs a little bit.
Oh, so not only did they pick it up, they pick it up and ran off screen.
Listen, I'm just saying. Anyway, so Scott's trying to pick up. Scott, does that make you feel better? Scott X Summers is trying to pick up the pieces and live the dream of Charles Xavier, but shenanigans ensues. Like I said, the series is like it captures the soap opera element of X-Men of that show. I'm like grossly invested in all of it. So even when it's so loyal to just the source material, even to a fault where there's like dumb moments where like there's a moment in the episode where like one of the episodes where Jean recaps the Dark Phoenix saga, but the way she does it is in a way where like Storm's in the room, but she talks to her like she wasn't there. It's kind of hilarious to watch. And they just have like dumb dialogue like that I kind of appreciate.
I mean, I really do like the dumb dialogue, you know.
Yeah,
it works.
For the show specifically, it's fine. I have no problem with it.
Dude, my favorite moment was like when Jean was actually about to give birth, and Logan was the only one there, and he had to say, "Oh crap!" Like
No, he was
like, that's not really dumb dialogue. That's more authentic than anything.
Like because
who is it? Apocalypse? He's like, no, the baby.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking to myself, "Oh my God, is Logan going to have to be the one to cut the umbilical cord?" That would be dope. That would be dope.
That would be dope. That's fucking gross. You don't watch his claws.
Yeah,
his claws will pop out blood all over. You want to touch the baby with that?
It's an X birth, so it has to have X special circumstances.
Yeah,
but
you know, Austin, I expect a lot. I expect a lot more from a child that was born from the Phoenix, man. All right,
it's not born from the Phoenix.
It's born from. Oh, is it Jean? Find out next time. But I think the person who stole the show for me actually was Magneto. I think episode 2 was just level. Seeing Magneto try his hardest, and I even love every time he gets to the part where like he's explaining his motivation, and he's like, "Yes, and so that's why I want to help Charles in his dream of."
It's so gay.
Like he just kind of gets depressed. He's like coexistence.
The scene where he takes like the council people or whoever the fuck they're supposed to be into space, and he calls them like bigots and ingrates and stuff like that. That was great.
For no reason.
But
at the same reason. But besides the
but
no, not for them. They'll feel they do anything.
Yep,
I know, but like I think they understood his intentions.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I don't think Magneto understood there. He's like, y'all, you. They're like, bro, I've been there the whole time. Why would I sit next to you and do this move? That's how we started. You want me to die? You think I don't think you'll kill me? Why would I do that and sit 2 feet from you?
Another thing I liked about that speech was like, he also monologued about how like it could be so easy for the oppressed to also become the oppressors, and he recognizes like the dangers like mutants themselves could commit, which is why he has to learn responsibility and all that stuff.
Yeah, I like how
he's the main one.
That's what I was like.
He can't do what he did and then say that.
But he's learning. He's like
he's
not learning anything. If he learned, he could have did it in the room. He took him out into space.
In this, because listen. Storm had just lost her power. It was a tough time.
Dude, I don't care. He still do it in the room. Just break the room apart or something. He took them into space.
It's the point of the scene was that I could do this. I absolutely could, but I won't. And they were like,
"You did it already. It doesn't matter."
So,
you can't threaten someone and be like, "Well, I didn't shoot you. I've had the whole attention with this AK in my hand."
Yeah,
and then they'd be like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't do anything back to me. Well, you should accept that I can kill you if I want to." Like, no, that's retarded.
We're all flawed.
Before the main fight even started, I love that little thing that Storm did, like where that one guy was like, "Who do you think you are?" She's like, "Don't think, just do." And I was like, "Oh god, that's an icon right there." Storm was just iconic in these first 2 episodes alone.
No,
that doesn't even make sense in dialogue. What are you talking about? Who do you think you are? Don't think, just do. That's a terrible response.
Just do what I say. I don't care.
Heed my command.
There you go. You have to.
Storm,
Yeah,
Storm is.
he's not talking about him thinking. He's talking about who do you think you are. She's like, you don't need to think. Like, no, that's not a good turnaround. That's terrible dialogue.
But Storm, I think.
Austin, it's a continuation of a Saturday morning
Yeah, a 9
cartoon from the
episode that had
90s.
better dialogue. Let me tell you what I said. You said that icon. You said that was icon dialogue. That dialogue terrible.
Yeah. I
Also,
will add
speaking
on
of
to
Storm,
Witch's thoughts.
before
A lot of people would just like I do like how they handled Storm these first 2 episodes. That I was not expecting what happened to her. But to her,
we'll
Oh,
get to
yeah.
that in a moment, but I want to bring up something that I didn't realize until after I watched it and watched some of the older episodes. They darkened Storm's skin tone, and I think that was cool.
I think it's a part of the art style, but yeah, it's cool. I think that's like just the art style change. I think.
Partially that, and I think I read somewhere where part of the reason why they did lighten Storm's skin tone in the original was to make her more appealing, quote unquote. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was something along the lines of that.
But yeah, I like the way they handled Storm's character here because it was like something that was like it's foreshadow that it's gonna happen, but it's not like your face about it. It's just like look how cool Storm is. Isn't she kind of overpowered? Isn't she kind of busted? Now she lost her powers. You're just like, oh damn.
Spoilers.
So,
You can't say that to spoiling
Speaking
everything
of,
else so far.
power ups and everything, I'm not the biggest Scott Summers fans, but I do acknowledge that he looked pretty cool in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how he's supposed to look. That's how his powers work.
Yeah, Scott was dope, bro. Yeah,
Y'all just used to 20 years of them making him look like shit.
right. No, you need to look awesome, bro. Because like Austin was saying, bro. Like I'm tired of it.
Ever since the movies made him a cuck, invented the Scott Jean Wolverine triangle, comics and everything made him look terrible.
Overdone.
Yeah. Hey, this was like the glory days of the X-Men, and that's how luckily a lot of people saw the characters as, and they just continued it on.
So they even gave him his slide thing back with where he can shoot you with the beam and it'll slide him away to help him dodge other attacks and stuff. They even gave him back all that. They even showed him jump from the plane, and then he will jump from road, and then shoot the ground so he can land. Like all that stuff, he hasn't done in like 20 years.
Hey, that was like his Captain America jumping out without a parachute moment. You know?
Yeah. Because people forgot that Scott was a big deal before they turned up evil in comics.
And what I do appreciate too, speaking of that scene, is like I do appreciate that when the X-Men come back, like they play up the fact that they haven't been really like doing X-Men stuff that well, but like when they need to come together as a team and fight, like they don't miss a beat. Like they are still a team, they can still do it. It's just like they just kind of been dragging their feet.
No. Storm needs to stop acting like she's overpowered and is not overpowered at the same time. No, she came in, did a tornado that wiped out like 90% of robots, and then they wanted us to act like they're in terror or the situation's worse. Couldn't have they're surrounded by robots. Storm, just do a circle and knock these robots out of here too.
But no, like I said, no, but I just like that the team was ready. Like the team didn't have this moment where they're like, "Man, we're out of practice. The doors." Like,
also, they are playing basketball now and not baseball. That is shocking.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, that's
also another movie thing.
That's what they did in the '90s TV show, which they played basketball.
I'm so used to them playing baseball that I didn't even realize.
To be fair, baseball is usually better since most people have like super threats and stuff.
The humans more racist than ever, or maybe they're just as racist. I don't watch.
Yeah, they're the same level as they were in the show.
Yeah, I think the only time I agreed with the humans in this one was when Jean is like, so other show like Jean's like pregnant, and then she goes to the hospital, and this dude's like, "We're not helping you with the birth because you can mess with the equipment." With your mutant powers and go out of control.
But
I wanted to say the same thing too.
Wait. And first of all, before we go, I wanted to point out that he's 1% right. Because right before this, when G was losing a little bit of her powers, and she was ripping the roof off her car and stuff for no reason. Not the other shit, because she needed to get it out. That dude was 1% right.
And I felt like the X-Men, or at least mutants, should have their own like hospitals for that type of stuff. I feel like if you live in this world, like I don't know.
To be fair, to be fair, if everyone's at home, Beast could have did it. They just no one was there.
Not true. Could they have done a danger room like simulation where the simulation does it, or will that be?
No, nigga, what the hell? The simulations aren't real. They're not real robots and stuff. Like the holodeck.
Punch it.
It's called the danger room, not the hospital room.
No, I guess. I mean, they're in danger. I mean,
So I agree with that, but then like the problem is, like, I think which was going to bring this up. They have Rogue just do the surgery anyway, and it works out fine. So it's like it looked like it tried to make the guy look asshole, but it's like technically he was right. He was so. I do wish. Well, to be fair, they could go to another location, but I do wish there was a little like slight complications.
Yeah.
Just so the guy don't like an asshole about it.
Yeah. Hey, I will also bring up like, hey, I've been rewatching like all week the original seasons, right? Mm-hmm. You had a case like with what's his name, Leech from the Morlocks. You know, a guy who got sick in one episode, and when they brought him to the hospital, you know, just making contact with one of the nurses was enough to knock her out. So there is stock to that, you know. And I don't believe that's how Leech's powers are supposed to work, but because he was terminally ill at that instance, he became a hazard to the people around him, you know?
Yeah, so
where's Nurse Annie when you need her?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Nurse Annie calling Iceman a bigot when you need her?
But other than that, what
the hell?
But while I do,
comics, don't
that's a plurality. Oh man.
Well, I do wish there was an X-Men show that like delved into the actual complications of humans and mutants relations. I don't think it's bad. It's X-Men '97. I'm not really expecting all that. So it's
we did it. I know we did a show where they do show both sides more evenly, and not just the mutants acting like they're the victims in every situation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. It is okay because, like I said, I only wanted a continuation of the other show. So, like, it's okay that this isn't that show.
I would have loved the continuation of Evolution, X-Men Evolution.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I get you, Jake. Cause like, what was you about to say, Corbett?
I was about to say the way Evolutions ended, where you got to see what they all will have looked like in the future. That would have been dope to see. You know, as a show.
I get what you mean, Jake. Cause like, maybe it was like, oh, look at humanity trying to kill me. Like, yeah, they're trying to kill you. You have murdered millions. You killed a lot of people. You did a lot of terrible things. You act like you were a saint mutant for today. You can't just turn a new leaf and act like everything's cool.
Also, like, Executioner, flat out racist. I get it, but like when I found out his plan was just to take Magneto's powers away, I was like, oh well.
Yeah, because
congratulations, you're human now, bitch.
Right.
That itself is not a bad villain, like in this situation, because he's not killing anyone.
Right.
And he's only, well, at least so far, he only aimed like the literally most dangerous mutant on the planet.
Right. Well, I'm sure he hates the X-Men for being mutants. At the moment, he wasn't even trying to kill them. He wasn't trying to kill this
until he actually went for them. I couldn't say he was like in the wrong based on what Magneto has done in this series.
Which, what were you saying?
If he wanted to, he could have killed all of them.
Yeah.
So
his whole goal, like, I just want to get rid of Magneto's powers, and like, you know, maybe that, like, we don't know if Magneto's gonna stay a good guy. I mean, why not? So, like, you know,
I've read enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the guy regardless after everything he's done.
Which, what were you gonna say?
I've read enough X-Men comics to know what's actually good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, like, so his whole thing. I mean, like, yeah, he's like a racist, obviously, but was he wrong? I don't know.
I like the idea of him, and we all know he's gonna go full, evil later, because that's the nature of these shows. The X-Men are 100% victims. You can't go against that, really. I don't think any episode really counts as that idea in this show. Well, in this franchise. But I do wish, or do hope, like, aspects of this carry on to another show when they do X-Men again. Because this is not a inherently bad idea. I think this is way better than the quote-unquote Cure they used to do, like, storyline they want to do. Because, like, I do just need someone... I guess it would be more mainstream if another mutant was doing this. Like, no, bro, you're too dangerous. And we're trying to keep the peace. So we're choosing... Us as a community are taking your powers away.
Yeah.
Like, this could have fit well, like, the Krakoan era of X-Men stuff. With a White Council voting on it. I feel like this is a good idea overall.
Yeah, but
Also,
I don't know why you before when she it was so dramatic. But when she
Wait, no, what you say? Which?
no, go first, because I think before we end, I have to bring this up. So Jake, go first. My bad.
okay, so they're like I feel bad first off when she was like when she first tried to feel the breeze. She's like, I can't feel the breeze. I was like, oh.
You know that reminded me of Jake.
What's up?
It reminds me of the Avatar scene when that guy had to feel the wind on his ball, he had to dodge. I was like,
Yeah.
she's gonna get, she's over. She can't dodge attack no more. It's on. She's cooked.
I also I think the scene that really got me. There was a scene where she was in the room for the first night without her powers, and then a lightning strike happens, and she's scared of it. I was like,
oh yeah,
that was
a powerful scene.
Touch. So, yeah, and then it makes you understand like why she chose what to do, and I was like, this is good. Yeah, the first 2 episodes of this show, really great. It's soap opera schlock, but it's X-Men '97. Okay,
X-Men.
The X-Men.
So we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, my turn. Okay, so at the end of the second episode, spoilers. At the end of the second episode, we see Morph open a door, and we see a woman that looks very similar to.
I was talking about this.
And then it cuts off to Jean, quote unquote, being like, "What the hell?" So, my question is, who is the real Jean and who is Madeline Pryor?
Well,
I talked to Scripted about this earlier.
Based on her dialogue, I honestly think they're doing a switch on it, and the real Jean is still here, as in the one with the baby. Because the first thing she does when she knocks the door, she says, she looks at all of them and says, "I need the X-Men." She doesn't say, "I need Scott," or like anybody personally. She sees them and sees that they're X-Men and says, "I need the X-Men." I just thought that was a weird choice of dialogue.
That's why they're gonna trick us. But here's the thing: I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter say that the woman who fainted in Morph's arms is actually Jean Grey, because she's known for fainting a lot.
Yeah, no. To be fair, that's true. This lady gave birth and didn't pass out. They can't be Jean.
That can't be Jean Grey.
X-Men cannot have happy endings, you know.
So I guess we're gonna have to wait till this week to see what happens, besties.
I do hope they do the twist and have it not be have Jean actually have Cable as a kid, because they spent years just trying to like quote unquote slightly like retcon it or ignore that it's not her kid. Like even recently they keep having to have her reaffirm, "Oh yeah, Cable's not my kid, but he's still my son." Like I don't care.
Can we?
I really don't. Doesn't care for kid.
I don't really want to bring up. Like, can we agree that when Morph shows up, like they're a fucking asshole? Like, was this person introduction was not great?
He deserves it.
Morph shows up. They're already talking about Xavier's death. Morph shows up, posing as Charles Xavier, walking. By the way.
And don't forget. When Wolverine's sad, he decides to turn into pregnant Jean of all people.
Right.
And then when when they were reading Aurora's letter, when he goes this like when Logan's in the tree or whatever, Morph like pulls up with like snacks and beer or whatever and throws it at him and then turns into Sabretooth.
Right.
I was like,
I like that moment. This guy's a problem, right? This guy got to leave my. Man, I'm just saying.
This is always Morph's personality. I can't remember.
No, it kind of was, but a little bit more subdued. I want to say he still did stuff like this, but it wasn't as often. It was like 4 times in 2 episodes.
Keep in mind, this is more post getting his mind fucked by Sinister and going through massive amounts of PTSD. You know,
but like, bruh,
look, that don't give you an excuse to be an asshole, all right?
That was it. That's what they crossed the line for me. The Jean thing is already too much to me.
The pregnant Jean thing.
Yeah, if they later said like, "Oh, whatever you think about the post, you're gonna shape it too," I'm like, okay, I guess, but like,
yeah, if you're doing it more on a whim and then just casually choosing to do this, I think I've been fine with it.
Right.
But wait, the thing I was talking about was them deciding to do the Rogue thing. It's not really set up in the original series.
They just want that.
They decided to do so. If you don't know, when Gambit went to tell Rogue that he loved her in the comics, Magneto showed up and revealed, "Oh yeah, I was having sex with Rogue and all those crazy shit." Because it's a soap opera.
Oh,
So
what are your guys' opinions on the Magneto Rogue thing?
that shit's gross, and they need to stop doing stuff like this. First of all,
Screw
Magneto's old as
Magneto.
fuck.
Screw Magneto. Rogue, you know who's been by your side all these years, and that's Gambit. Come
Magneto,
on.
listen,
Hey.
Magneto doing anybody in their 20s is already gross. Okay, he's already like 96 years old. I don't matter how hot he looks, it's disgusting. The same way Wolverine dating a 20-year-old is disgusting. But you have to remember when he met Rogue, she was the adopted daughter of Mystique, so he acted seduced his friend's daughter.
I'll have
And
to send
then
you
in
guys a
like
couple videos. They're super funny.
Yeah,
and
another
and there's
layer.
another thing I can't remember right now that I told Jake a while back. And it's like, yeah, this relationship is kind of gross. They probably shouldn't have done this one just to have the Gambit situation. Because all it is, Gambit's going to figure out, then we know him and Magneto's going to fight or something. I feel you could have skipped this plot line specifically. Though I understand being authentic to the 90s, you wanted to, not skip a lot of stuff.
They just want to add something else from the comics, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, it's true.
For the sake.
They did do their
they
thing.
do it a
in
lot,
the
but it's just kind of gross to think about because everyone remembers this guy's the main thing you throw in our face with that that he's a Holocaust survivor. I mean, he's old as fuck.
They're all old as fuck. It's fine.
They're not.
X-Men 97. We will be waiting. We will be watching. In the words of X-Men 2. So.
So we're gonna do. We're gonna review this we're gonna review every episode each week.
Yeah, like we did with Secret Invasion and that stuff, So, all right.
Did we talk about Secret Invasion like episode by episode, or did we just talk about the first two and then we just?
Yeah. We did do that. We did skip.
We did episode by episode when it came. Yeah. We used to wait for a season finale to talk about the whole show itself, but hey, let's go episode.
Listen, the soap opera of the X-Men must be studied.
I love a good soap opera.
Yeah.
Trust me, I found a lot of older Hispanic women. I know a good soap opera when I see it.
Speaking of that, like, what did you guys think of Sunspot? Yeah, I forgot all about him.
I have nothing on Sunspot at the moment because he only had like not even 10 minutes of screen time maximum.
He's also not really acting like the character as we know him mostly. Like I don't know a lot of him at the beginning, but I know about him like the last 10 to 20 years. So he's not acting like that Sunspot really. Yeah, so he's not acting like that guy. So I don't really have an opinion. I do. Jake brought this up. Me and him watched it. He did it.
Go ahead. With Jubilee though, those were nice scenes.
Yeah,
that was his only scene.
I liked it when he was.
I
liked it when he was flirting her.
Jake brought this up, and me and him watched it. I don't know if you remember, but he said he appreciated the fact that he didn't immediately join the X-Men.
Yeah,
and I kind of do too. But since Witch brought Jubilee's a fucking idiot. Stop using your power in a goddamn club. What the hell is wrong with you?
Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow.
No. First of all, they drag Rogue there, knowing she can't do anything and she doesn't want to dance because she feels bad. And then Jubilee goes in the middle of the dance floor and starts using her powers, knowing that if one person turns around and look at her or bump into her and get hit by her powers, it's fucking over. Like the whole situation now.
She's gonna do all the danger room simulations
while Scott's trying to do his secret mission. You're fucking shit up.
She didn't do all those danger room simulations to not do that.
She's really just throwing her powers out willy nilly. She's not shooting them that far out, but it's like you're in the middle of a dance floor. If then someone can easily just bump into you and then get burnt or get shot across the room, what the hell's wrong with you?
Hey, if anybody on a teammate and on a team's gonna be the one goofball, it would be the young kid in the group.
It's fine being a goofball, but it's different from endanger yourself when you know that if it happens, she's gonna be like, "Well, it's not my fault," and they act like the victim in the situation.
But yeah, that was X-Men 97, and stay tuned too because I will eventually be making my cameo in the show. So
Yeah.
All right, stop lying to people. Okay, we're not doing that. Okay. If y'all like X-Men, I'll get Jake to play X-Men Legends or something.
Cool. All right. with that, guys, let's move on to the comic news. Austin, you want to do it?
Uh,
Starts off.
the blonde dead bitch is back, and I'm tired of it, man. I'm already tired.
Oh my
Ultimate
god!
I
Okay,
like.
Ultimate
Austin, you with
Ultimate
me?
Spider Ultimate Spider-Man introduced Gwen Stacy. Gwen Stacy is the biggest fan of Spider-Man legacy since that bitch died. Because no writer, no, because it's not even a joke anymore. So no writer can get over Gwen Stacy or let Peter get over Gwen Stacy, and I'm fine with him still caring about her, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between keep caring for her and then being a dead horse with a stick. Anytime there's a Clone Saga, they're like, oh, we gotta bring Gwen back. Anytime Spider-Man's feeling sad, oh, Ram, you gotta think about Gwen. There's Valentine's Day issues where he's with Mary Jane and they make it all about Gwen Stacy. Like this is the biggest bullshit I've ever seen in my life. I hate this character with a passion.
I like.
Stop bringing her to life. Stop talking about her. Just let her
For
be
real,
dead.
can they just kill
I'm
her
starting
off
to think.
again,
I'm starting to
please?
think that Austin's gonna be the J. Jonah Jameson for Gwen Stacy.
You're not gonna be the J.
I'm
Jonah
not.
Jameson
No,
of
no.
this
I'm not
shit.
Jason Jameson because unlike him, I'm just not going to read it.
Oh.
I'm actively not buying Ultimate Spider-Man #4.
What?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm only reading Ultimate X-Men because at least we're getting
Eddie's
shit
book,
we want.
yeah. The whole point about being an adult is being to buy and read what you want to read. I'm not reading anything Gwen Stacy is.
Well, so
And
here's
Gwen Stacy is a big part of the issue. I'm not reading the panel. I'm
so
not reading any book part. I'm telling you right now. I'm not
so,
reading her come back to life in the Ultimate Spectacular Spider-Man. I told Jake I'm not reading that book. I'm not doing it. I
Yeah.
so
refuse to entertain this bitch. And I'm not reading Spider-Gwen.
so my curiosity stems from obviously she's not gonna be a love interest. So like, what's the point of bringing? Is she
No.
gonna be like
She's
so?
married.
No, it's more just about seeing what she's doing. Like, oh, she lived and didn't end up with Peter. That I just don't care because I don't want her in this
What?
book. I'm sick
Gwen
of this
Stacy
lady.
in this. Gwen Stacy in this universe, she's already grown. She's already married to someone else. I think she's married to Harry Osborn. I
Oh, so
forgot.
if Peter was
Married
just
to
not from
Paul.
it
That's
was
even worse.
it
That's
was
even worse.
never gonna work out. It was never gonna happen. It was
Yeah, that's even worse. They
the way.
couldn't get Harry with his girlfriend Liz, and like, no, we'll just throw Gwen. And I'm like, it's like the spectacular show.
Which were you gonna say something?
No, she's married to Paul.
There you go. That's clever writing right there. But
We'll drop both of them off the bridge together, holding hands.
I'm so over it,
oh, that
man.
would be crazy. She still
You're
gets her.
joking. It honestly feels like he's coming back to die because Harry's being the anti-hero.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's very feasible that Kingston's gonna be like, oh, Harry Osborn is the Green Goblin. I guess I'll still his wife, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
That also will cause Green Goblin to turn to a villain, which leads to that whole, it'll be a twist on the regular story. I can see that happen.
Mhm.
I don't really have any strong thoughts on it. I mean, like Gwen Stacy for me, it depends on what they're doing her for, like what they're using it for, like case by case. I mean, she should not be in like the main book this much, but like it's Ultimate Spider-Man. It's a different universe. It's we'll see how they do it, and if it annoys me,
Yeah.
I won't care anymore.
Mm.
There you go.
Don't let the tainting of the other waters fool you from a refreshing Gatorade, alright?
Assuming it's refreshing, we'll see.
Okay.
I'll see how I feel when it comes out, but I'm like, anytime her name's mentioned, I'm not interested. I'd rather not buy the book.
You killed my hype immediately.
Marvel made you fear a blonde white woman, Austin. Wow.
No, Sue Storm's still my favorite Marvel female.
Okay. Any other thoughts before we move on, guys?
No.
Fuck you, Gwen
Please,
Stacy.
God, let's
Just
kill
stay
her.
dead.
Let's go.
Have Peter cause her death in this timeline as well, and that called Green Goblin turn to a villain instead of Green Goblin in the situation. I think that'd be hilarious.
Okay,
Audience,
to be...
for
Go ahead, Jake.
$1.95, you could send a letter to Marvel editorial tonight and tell them, please, God, let Gwen Stacy die. Okay? Tell her.
Also, yeah, stop bringing Spider-Gwen to the main 616. I know she's about to come permanently. Yeah, because just like Miles, y'all just can't think of what story to do when y'all have y'all
At
own
least
universe to
with
play
like
with.
Miles.
Yeah, but even then, it's like y'all had y'all whole universe you could have played with, and then wherever you wanted, because nobody else was writing that universe, and you're just like, well, I
Yeah,
guess
but
I
she's
run
so
out of stories. Making shit up. I guess I just bring it to the main 616 again.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
If it's any consolation to all you guys,
It's not.
we do need to have an Uncle Ben moment in this Ultimate Spider-Man universe.
I feel like also what's the issue here? It's like it's not that she's just back in the Ultimate Universe. It's like she's also coming back in the main book. I mean, this Spectacular Spider-Man book.
Yeah.
No, don't say all this happened at the same time, Jake. The same something back in the side book, and it's gonna be a big her and Peter issue, a quote unquote double date, and a whole, in the height of the Peter Mary Jane situation going on that people already have. And then you have her coming back here, and then Spider Gwen's coming to the main universe that same week, I believe, in her book. It's a full Gwen week next week, bro. And people, I'm not reading it. Well, this week.
It's the Gwen incursion. The Gwen incursion. The Gwen incursion.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm mad.
I'm disappointed. Austin's mad. I don't know what the term that I should use is, but we are both not happy about this.
Which is like, I just feel like he could be better. I just feel like he didn't.
I'm just over it, man.
If it seems like they're setting up that she might die, I'll definitely read the book.
Wow.
In conclusion, audience, in conclusion, you should go be reading Ultimate X-Men by Peach Momoko because I said
Yeah.
Because we are getting Surge and Nico Minoru in this book soon. So, yay!
Speaking of that, let's move on to the next topic. Austin, you want to do this one too?
God, leave, bro. You don't want to do anything tonight, huh?
Hey, I'm in another. Hey, I have a 5-hour drive along with a work shift to do tomorrow morning. All right.
Hey, I got a lot of things to do too, man. It's not just about you.
Let me pull it up again because I forgot that topic. Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. This was your topic, by the way, Austin. So
I know, and I told you to move. You said, "No, we can do it." Okay, but don't act like I didn't. But
you want to move?
I got it. No, I got it. Let me just pull in the panel again. Because I'm not. I just got home, so I don't know the book yet. But I can pull it up on my phone real quick. But the main thing I remember I wanted to talk about, Superman just got back up. They put him in his little rejuvenation chamber, and he came out. He flew to the bottom of the ocean and told Godzilla to square up, and everyone's excited. And if Godzilla loses, we might have to talk about this. I'm just saying, we might have to talk about it. Where is this book at? Justice League versus Godzilla, right?
Godzilla,
and King Kong.
Godzilla X Kong Dawn of Apes is coming out this week.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was Justice League versus Godzilla. What the hell is happening?
Yeah, I got it. It's Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong.
I was doing.
What the fuck is happening with this
doing.
I believe we're on issue 3 because we did 1 and 2. What are you about to say, Jake? Jake?
I was saying I was doing free promotion for the movie. Okay, I was. Just
okay. Well, for consolation, this is the Justice League going up against those versions of kaijus and
Jake,
Kongs.
If you want to help me, look up the Monster vs. Monsters so I can get their names.
I think the last issue I remember reading from this series was the introduction of Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Last one I read was Superman getting laid out, but until I read these for a few. But I remember the Flash. I believe he went to Iron Heights prison, and you see Scalia, which is the spider kaiju with the spider like with tentacles and stuff. Funny enough, Godzilla's fighting Scalia in the movie Jake just brought up. Godzilla versus Kong. That's the opening scene is him versus Scalia. Scalia, I believe it was pronounced. But Flash, he's trying to save people, the other heroes and villains around. Just being assholes. Flash beating them up, running around, dodging. And he's like, bro, why are y'all doing all this? And there's a giant monster attacking. Like, he's just genuinely confused. And then Supergirl just shows up and freezes everybody. And, they kind of this is kind of in the whole situation. Green Lantern shows up. They're trying to fight Scalia. And I'm like, bro, y'all don't beat Scalia. Scalia's not even a big deal. But as this happened, Supergirl is listening and she can't hear Cal's heart. So that beam for Godzilla did kill Superman. Like straight up.
Oh damn.
And it cuts to Godzilla roaring at a down Superman. Is hilarious. This panel is funny.
God damn, man.
Oh, like, yeah.
Radiation, that that radiation from the atomic blast better be kryptonite based or something. Did Godzilla have some kryptonite breath mints before then or something, man?
Bro, I don't know. Maybe this fucking Hollow Earth radiation just super toxic, bro.
Mm.
But I believe this is the Atom, the Atom. I believe. I believe it's their big grow guy.
The short guy, right?
He grows. The guy he was in the Black Adam movie.
Oh, Atom Smasher.
Atom Smasher, yeah. He tackled Godzilla giant, so he's trying to hold Godzilla off. Godzilla give him a tail whip. He gets flying in the buildings. Godzilla bites his neck and slams to the ground, bro.
Oh damn!
Godzilla, it's like Godzilla was so on people. It was so funny. Shazam finally gets the nerve to fight Godzilla. Supergirl comes in to help. They both they do a tag team punch that knocks Godzilla to the floor. But this is Godzilla comic, you know. You can't you can't do you like that.
Mm-hmm.
It cuts to Wonder Woman and Wonder Girl, Donna Troy. If you want to know specifically, they are fighting. Jake, what's the tusk monster? The mammoth-looking monster's name? Behemoth, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
They I told you to look it up.
You said look it up. I don't know who's in the book.
Bro, just look at monsters. I'll call them out later. But they wrap their lassos around his tusk and try to lead him away and throw him around. Then they wrap it around his neck, like it's not really working. And then he just decides to leave. He's like, bro, you know what? I don't need this. And he just goes back to the water. And I was like, I can respect that. Flash and Green Lantern are still fighting. What was you about to say?
No, I was just saying this.
Yeah, Flash and Green Lantern still fighting Scalia. Supergirl returns. She starts laser beaming it. It's kind of just getting jumped, but I kind of feel bad. He's just a spider. Kong's fighting the War Bat from Godzilla vs. Kong. These were like the flying snake-looking things in the Hollow Earth. Y'all remember that scene? Green Arrow's here, funny enough, and he just Green Arrow's here. They did Green Arrow dirty, bro. They just running around trying not to die, bro. They did him dirty here, and this is terrible. Like Kong just beating up the War Bat, and he's accidentally almost killing Green Arrow because he doesn't see him. Funny enough, Supergirl shows up, and Kong immediately like his snow bunny senses active. He's like white woman, and he immediately calms down. That's not a joke. I'm telling you now. He immediately looks up, sees flying white woman. He's like, you know what? You got it.
In Kong's defense, that's what fans were wanting to see between him and Supergirl. All right,
it's funny because he tries to like touch her. I know this sounds weird, but he does. He puts his finger against her face and stuff, and she takes it the wrong way, so she backhands him. And Kong's like, bitch! He's like the most bitch. But his reaction, he like covers his face with his hand. It's the most like bitch panel I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Wow.
It looks like he screams back, bitch, gets mad, and it starts beating his chest, bro. It was hilarious. That's another issue down. We cut to this is I think at the end of that's when Lex finds like the Mega Godzilla eye.
Yeah.
So now we're going to that panel. We're going underwater. Godzilla got to fight the Kraken, I believe. The Justice League will focus on saving people right now. Getting Atom Smash and everyone else who's hurt out of the way. This is when you reveal that Superman's in his rejuvenation chamber. He got fucked up. Batman trying to talk to him and tell him like Clark eye, and then everyone walks in. He gets embarrassed. Then he just leaves. I thought it was funny. He got embarrassed. Everyone walked in while he was about to give his heartfelt story to Clark, bro.
Oh.
But they're trying to figure out what to do. They call Cyborg. Cyborg should not be on this team. They got to stop doing that. That's kind of weird. We cut back to Supergirl and Kong, and they're just staring at each other. Because Kong's like, I never had a white woman hit me. I swear, bro. It's a snow bunny allegation, bro. He can't beat him. He can't.
He absolutely can't. It's his one kryptonite, his one weakness.
His beauty that'll kill a beast. His beast.
But yeah, so he just watches her fly away. He looks at Green Arrow, and he's like, "You're not a white woman." Starts beating the chest again. And that's what it feels like. And then Godzilla the Green Arrow starts running away, But you find out that he's not roaring at Green Arrow. He's roaring at the League of Assassins or the ninjas here.
Ooh.
Yeah, League of Assassins.
Yeah, but
And as he's fighting all of them, Kong jumps in, starts fucking everyone up. And then he saves Green Arrow. Because despite what people think about the MonsterVerse, Godzilla's not a hero. He's more just a force of nature. It's Kong that's the hero.
Yeah.
Yep.
Godzilla said, "If humans die, I."
Godzilla will actually run through the whole town to get to a random monster on the other side of the world. Like, bro, just go there first. Just go around. But we cut down to the ocean. Aquaman tried to figure out what's going on. That he released the Kraken. Oh no, this is Dick. I believe this is Tiamat. I don't recognize this monster like that well, to be honest.
Now Aquaman's the one. Yep, Aquaman's the one who releases his giant
Oh no,
beast, Kraken.
no. He hasn't released it yet. Right now, it's just the TM. It's one of the Godzilla monsters. You can't recognize what it is. And as it feeds, Aquaman straight up just says, "Bro, I don't know what this monster wants or why it's acting up, but we didn't do nothing. But I'm about to release a Kraken on this motherfucker." And and then as they are trying to get this monster away from Atlantis, Godzilla shows up. He's an AL. Ain't no giant monster in the water except me. The fuck? Like, what's going on here? he starts beating the hell out of this monster, bro. The monster gets one good like tail whip that sends Godzilla flying back, and then Godzilla just starts lighting him up. And then Aquaman's like, "Oh, bro, we got to get these things out of here." He released the Kraken. He just looked like what Cthulhu with tentacle legs.
Yep.
And then we cut back to Kong, who's I guess looking for Green Arrow or something as he beat the League of Assassins. And you see a skull crawler head being found by Green Arrow. So there's a skull. I believe Green Arrow's still in their world, but I don't know. He found a skull crawler head, the one that killed Kong's parents that he killed at the end of Skull Island.
Yeah.
Cut to the next part. Superman is still hurt. Lois and Supergirl are talking about what we're gonna do. Godzilla's fighting two monsters at once now, the Kraken and whatever the fuck the other thing's called. It's so bad that I definitely don't know these monsters' names because you just never know what these monsters are called. They don't do like the taglines or the headlines or anything like that to tell you. But yeah, those Godzilla, he starts handling stuff. The Kraken's a little big. It's a lot bigger than Godzilla actually. He starts wrapping around Godzilla, but not even the Kraken can't handle the breath.
Ooh.
Godzilla, the Flash almost gets eaten by I want to say Tiamat, which is not the Kraken, the other monster. The Flash is just down here swimming at super speed, bro. It's kind of funny looking. I've never seen that before. But they got to do that more. He has a little respirator so he can breathe. He's just swimming at super speed. Godzilla starts letting loose. We cut back to Green Arrow. He's fighting the League of Assassins. Blah blah. He blows up their whole area to get away. Batman and Cyborg are making a robot because, of course, he is. That's all he can do. Funny enough, Kong just shows up, starts beating the chest, and then Supergirl shows up behind him. But in front of him is Grodd, and Grodd's like, "Oh, almighty ape! Oh my God, you're my goat. Please honor me, honor me, greatest of apes, and bow down. We bow down to you, Kong. We belong to you." Kong starts beating the chest.
Yeah.
But no, I'm trying to read what Supergirl says. So Supergirl says he is not your god and he won't be swayed by your primitive submission. And Kong looks back at her like, the hell I won't. Bro, like this comic book visually is hilarious looking. Kong's reaction to Supergirl is the funniest stuff of all time. Because the moment Grodd starts using his powers on her, you know his telepathy to mess with her head.
Yeah.
He makes her hit Kong. So Kong's like, "This is the second time. I'm not letting this second time go." All right. No one gets 2 hits on King Kong. That's crazy. We cut back to the ocean. They got multiple Green Lanterns here. Wait, this story don't make fucking sense. Why is Jessica Cruz here?
Why shouldn't she be at this point?
Yeah, I would say this whole story supposed to be when Superman's wedding was, and none of these characters existed, but apparently here. This story dumb.
You think they care when we saw Red Hood wearing his modern day outfit?
Look, bro, I'll at least let that one slide. You know, maybe he had a little bit more style this time around. Who knows?
Hmm.
But Godzilla beat the Kraken, so Aquaman sneaks the Kraken chains on Godzilla to try to keep him here. We did look at Godzilla, and then you cut the raw out good, Ghoul dropping something into the Lazarus pit. And now
Ooh.
we're, I believe we're on the second to last issue. Or we're issue 6. Issue 6, Aquaman trying to talk about the situation while Godzilla's chained up outside. Kong's jumping around. They just keep jumping back and forth. Not really any real dialogue here that's worth talking. Except for Superman finally wakes up and he goes missing. And Lex Luthor unleashes Mechagodzilla. And Mechagodzilla is fighting the Batman robot, I guess, because, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mechagodzilla, who is the Alpha Titan, leading all the rest of the robots right now, versus Robot Batman and Robot Green Lantern, who just Green Lantern's making a giant robot with green power.
As he should.
Not very creative, but I'll let it slide today. Supergirl's being mind control. She hits Donna Troy. But Grodd forgot one thing. Kong's his father's son, and he punches the fuck out of him. Kong smashes down on Grodd, and then he starts fighting Green Lantern because Green Lantern just sees a giant monster. Grodd starts beating up Guy Gardner, but he deserved it. Everyone beats up Guy. I don't think the Guy win fights. I've never seen Guy win a fight before. Beast Boy turns to a giant Kong. What are you about to say?
I was about to say, so you're telling me Guy is the John Walker of DC right now?
I think he's way worse than John Walker. I'd rather be John Walker than be Guy. Beast Boy turns to a giant Kong. I don't know if people been keeping up comics last I want to say 5 years. 10 years Beast Boy's been able to turn to giant things. Not just his size.
Yeah, I know he went through some power upgrades as of late.
Yeah. So he turns to a giant. He turns to the Kong. Basically, starts fighting him. Supergirl attacks him. Grodd still got control over everything right now. And then a giant mega skull crawler that's been enhanced by the Lazarus pit comes out. And he is bigger than Godzilla and Kong. Godzilla can sense it, and Godzilla looks back to go, try to go get the skull crawler, and then Superman shows up. That's where the book ends right now. It's just all fighting, bro. I don't know why they couldn't stick to a continuity. I don't think it would have been that hard. There's enough superheroes that you didn't need to bring in, like Simon Bass and Jessica Cruz and them. But whatever. As a fight book, this isn't that bad. It's just like some of the dialogue's kind of wonky, and power levels are all over the place. Because everyone knows Superman's not really going to lose as bad as he did, the way he did.
Right. Now, question, Austin. Like, there was like a certain image you showed us on Discord about like Kong.
Yeah, that didn't happen yet. I don't know why they released that so early.
Oh yeah.
But I'm assuming that's in the next issue. One of the Green Lanterns I hear has to die. I'm assuming it's going to be Guy based on the dialogue, to be honest. But one of them has to die, and then the ring goes to Kong.
That would be pretty badass if Guy could go on saying like, "Hey, my Green Lantern ring? It was formerly held by Kong."
Oh no! It said it right here. Yeah, no. So when I said Grodd hit Guy earlier, it does say how reaction said he killed him. So Guy is dead.
No.
Yeah, so Guy Gardner's dead, and that ring's gonna go to Kong, and that's gonna give you the image of Green Lantern Kong.
Yay!
It's powered by snow bunnies. You know how you feel.
Hey, if a planet could be in Green Lantern, a giant monkey could be Green Lantern.
Anyone can be Green Lantern if you put your mind to it.
Mm-hmm.
I just like how this story just had Batman just be like, you know what, giant monsters, I got a ton for this. And he just went and just immediately from scratch built a giant robot.
Yeah,
so building Mechagodzilla, at least you still have most of the pieces. Batman had to make his shit from scratch.
At some point, I'm like, bro, how does nobody know that Wayne Enterprises is investing in Batman? It feels like there's got to be a trust.
Yeah, he has to be money laundering somewhere, bro. Like there's some of these checks can't clear. We got to talk about this. Someone got to investigate this man's taxes.
There's only so much accounting you could blacklist, you know? Like,
Oh yeah, in the background there's a fight panel, and you get to see this Teen Titans like kid flashing them here. They're like, yeah, y'all didn't get no shine sign the Beast Boy. Nightwing's here. He didn't do anything.
hmm
I just noticed that. That's terrible. It's Nightwing of all people.
hmm
I don't know who the rest of these other people are, bro.
Yeah, we can wait for the finale, for next week to talk about the finale, you know?
Oh, well, there's only issue 6, so I'm assuming it ends at least issue 8 or 10. I doubt they end on issue
Oh,
7.
okay. Well, we'll still
Yeah, this
talk
book's a
eventually
lot
later.
longer than people thought, bro.
hmm Yeah, everybody expected this to be a novelty sort of series, but hey, we still need more kaiju fights in our lifetime, I
Yeah,
guess.
Godzilla
You
had
know?
to fight Superman, and at the end of that book, he most likely gonna come to the surface and help
hmm
fight them. The Kong probably get his power next, and then the next. Yeah, he probably end on issue 8 then. I can see
hmm
Godzilla coming to the city and Kong get his power next book, and the final book is
Yeah.
a full fight.
Yay. Giant monster mash is what you want from a Godzilla
Yay.
Kong King book. So,
Now let's
all
move
right.
on. We wasted enough time today.
Hey. All right.
Okay, so
All
my
right,
turn.
Witch. Your big moment.
So
Go
we're
ahead, man.
talking about the Marvel Pride covers that just got released. Like, well, 2 of them did, and I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed at their decisions.
hmm
So you know how like for the past couple years when they had the Pride books, they like did art for their specifically queer characters, right? Like
hmm
specifically their queer characters. Well,
Yeah.
this year, the people at Marvel were like, you know what? Let's have some covers where we promote the allies.
So
What?
why'd you do that? That should be a variant cover, if anything, not the main cover.
To
No, a
clarify,
lot of them are variant covers.
yeah,
These are for the variant covers. We don't know what the
yeah,
main cover
Oh,
is.
that's what I want to clarify. Yeah, this isn't like variants for the Pride book itself. It's just in other separate books. Like Captain America's gonna have a Pride Ally variant. Daredevil's gonna have a Pride Ally variant where you have Daredevil and you have what's her
Wait,
name,
wait, wait,
Rachel
wait, no, no, no.
Summers.
Like,
Daredevil
can
was
I?
a
Let
Catholic.
me
He's
finish.
not an ally.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up too.
Let
Yeah.
me finish it. Okay.
Go
Go
So,
ahead.
ahead.
like Cryptid said, these are variant covers for the books that are already like coming out or are out already, where they
Oh,
have the character who represents like the actual book, and then you have like another character who is a part of the queer community that is like there, I guess. So I'm gonna talk about the 2 covers that we did get. One is fine. The other one, I don't like the cover, but I'm still probably gonna get it anyway because it has my boy on it. Anyways,
what is it?
I'll send him in a moment. I'll send you guys the article. I'll
One is
send
of
you the
course North
article.
Star.
Okay.
I'm just like, so the first cover I'm gonna talk about is Daredevil and Rachel Summers. I forgot what her hero name is right now. But
It's
that's
dumb. It's something dumb. It's always dumb.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna call her Rachel for the sake of this because I'm just gonna call her Rachel.
Mhm.
It's fine. It's a cute cover. Like, yeah, I don't understand how Rachel and Daredevil have like any sort of relationship at all, but
I know.
He's a Catholic. He's not an ally. He doesn't go out his way to help or anything. He doesn't care.
You think Marvel cares?
As
No.
a
No,
person,
they
at the
don't
long,
give a shit.
Daredevil's the only book I can guarantee I read in the last 20 years. I does not care. All right. He might
And
not
so
be
the
against
next,
them, but he's not with them. I can tell you that much.
Yep.
so the next cover, you're gonna be like, why? Let me give you some context before I tell you who's in this cover. Okay. So many years ago, there was a crossover book with 2 of these characters, and their interaction in this book was not the best. They did not like each other at all. And that cover is Spider-Man and North Star. Be fucking for real, bitch. They hated each other. Like, yeah, Peter showed up to his wedding, but that doesn't mean jack shit. It's a
Peter,
superhero wedding. You're
yeah,
gonna
Peter didn't
fuck
show
with
because he
fans at
wanted
all.
to.
Like, Carol is going to the Mystique and Destiny wedding. She does not have the best relationship with those 2. Also, I just don't like the art on the Spider-Man JP one. I don't like it. It's the second time that they've drawn Jean-Paul to look like Zac Efron or whatever the fuck. It's not the first time, but it won't be the last. And it's like, I don't know, just the proportions look weird and everything, and it's just like, I fucking hate it. Marvel, you are so tone deaf for this shit. I swear.
I think right now. I think right now they're like, they're just filling the status quo at this point. They're thinking, okay, Pride Month is coming up.
You don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
For the past like 2 or 3 years, or whatever the fuck they started doing this shit, they've had variant covers for strictly their queer characters. Strictly the queer characters. And now this year they're like, no. The fuck? What the fuck were they thinking? We're still not going to get a Richter Shatterstar story like everyone's been wanting for years. Like, I'm not asking. What the hell is that?
Pretty, why your cat freaking out, bro? Why your cat freaking out, bro? What you doing over here?
You guys can hear that? It's my boss's cat. Sorry. I can't control the cat.
That cat was shouting witch at that last part.
Sorry about that, witch.
Oh my god, it's pissing me off. It's like, I knew they didn't care, but like, this is just another fucking level of, we don't actually give a shit about our queer characters. We're just gonna give some of them a book, like put them in a book one time a year and call it a day.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is the Living Lightning in any of these covers?
Wait, which one?
Living Lightning. He was formerly an Iron Man bad guy.
I don't know who that is. See?
Is Demolition Man in any of the variants?
We've only gotten 2 so far.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we've only gotten 2 variants so far.
It still blows my mind. They did that whole big push with the Living Lightning and put him in Avengers No Surrender, and then did not put him in any Pride books, bro. After that, it blows my mind, bro.
Dude, I kept saying Richter Shatterstar, they deserve to be in a Pride book. Also, Cryptid, Deadpool, and Valentine, they need to be in one of these fucking books. Even if it's just a variant cover, I'll take a variant cover at this point.
I'm just pissed off at the fact that they seem to be giving variants the most randomest of comics. Like, as Austin pointed out, Daredevil's getting a Pride variant. He wouldn't be like an ally per se. But Deadpool's not going to get a Pride variant?
It's at least the character they like.
Pan character we have at Marvel, so it's like, it does kind of annoy me, but it's like, for the Spider-Man variant, motherfucker, you've been pushing Webweaver in your Pride comics for the past almost 2 years. Why couldn't it been Peter and fucking Cooper? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Your solutions were right there. Just give Cooper another fucking variant cover at this point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give Gwenpool a variant cover. Like, how about if you're gonna do a Pride Allies, make sure the characters actually like each other, first of all. Because this one is just like, what the fuck, man? Peter and Jean-Paul don't like each other. Like, I have the omnibus, so that issue, that Alpha Flight Spider-Man crossover issue is in there. And you know what? I'll go on TikTok and talk about this later if you guys remind me to. Because, oh my god, there's a panel where, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. I have it on my phone. But there's a panel where Peter is kidnapping Aurora, and he's like, Spider-Man, give me back my fucking sister. And he's like, oh, here, you want her? Here, like, take her. And literally throws Aurora to her brother and just starts being a pain in the ass to the rest of Alpha Flight over here. It's like, I get it. It's the black suit that he wore, but I don't give a fuck. Why did you
kind of
put Peter Parker on the same cover? Like, well, that doesn't make any sense. And for Rachel and Matt, I don't even think they've ever interacted in a comic book.
I don't think that lady knows his name, bro.
I don't even think they know each other. Why?
That's why I think
is it because they're red? I think the only reason is because they both wear red.
Yeah, I would have did Rachel. I would have probably did Rachel the Panther Fork. You could have had her and Franklin. Okay, in her universe, her and Franklin used to date. I think that would have been a nice little callback.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. Like, they could have done these characters with anyone else. Anyone else, bitch? Cryptic, going back to it, we could have gotten a Deadpool Spider-Man cover.
Sorry.
It's just funny, bro. It's just
Deadpool
funny.
Spider-Man cover, bitch.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, you could
conclusion,
have Deadpool Spider-Man. What's that? The easiest one. Why didn't you do that?
that it
Tell me.
was right there. It was right there, and they didn't do it. Oh
I
my
would have
god!
bought that. I would have bought like 3 copies of that if they did that.
Like
Spidey
you could.
Pool.
I don't know if Kurt is in any books, but you could have had a Nightcrawler Northstar variant cover
No.
because those two are actually
What?
friends.
No,
They're
screw that.
friends.
Like a Nightcrawler and Mystique variant.
Nightcrawler and Mystique and Destiny. You could have
Yeah.
had Mystique, Destiny, Nightcrawler,
Yeah.
and Rogue because they're all a part of a family. They're all family.
Well, yeah.
Shit. If they wanted to be nice to me, they would have given me a Black Tom Juggernaut cover because, like, they're married at this point. They raised Siren together before handing her off to fucking Banshee.
Anyway, bottom line is they could have done better with this.
In conclusion, I'm annoyed, and Marvel, you should be more disappointed, especially for that North Star of Spider-Man cover. Oh my god! Oh my god! Anyway, let's move on before I keep going on the rant about this one cover.
And also, apologies, audience, if you hear a cat hissing in the background. I swear this cat has been doing nothing but sleeping in his little pen for all day, and it only waits until nighttime when I'm doing this live stream to be active.
Yeah, I was like, you pissed that cat off, bro.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm scratching his ears to make sure it remains silent. All right, so I'm multitasking tonight. All right. Okay. All right, but anyway, with that, let's move on. We're done with the comic news. Now let's go on to the comic reviews, and I'm starting us off with Spider-Woman number 5. Now,
people books in 1 week. God.
Hey, there's a reason. Like Spider-Woman's been, Jessica's been through a lot as of late. Like between the aftermath of the gang war and finding out that the mysterious Green Mamba is actually her son Jerry, grown up.
We don't know who that is.
You know the baby she was missing.
No, who was the Green Mamba?
Yeah, well, the Green Mamba just got introduced in this series, right?
Oh, so they just aged up another kid again? They pulled a John Kent?
They pulled an Ian Rogers, all right? So, yeah, she's sad about it. She's bummed out. You have her walking across the park, this and that, trying to get her life together, see what her next move is. That's when a surprise hits her. Yep, this is a team-up book, audience. The surprise is none other than Spider-Boy!
I'm gonna
kill myself. You told us that. Yeah, you told us that before.
What was that, Witch?
I'm gonna kill myself because of you. This is my 13th reason, audience.
Listen, I looked at the book. I was like, it's Spider-Woman, but like, why does Cryptic care? And I was like, of course.
No, he thought of last week this was going to happen too. That's the worst part.
Yeah,
I swear to God. I swear to God, she thought, look at the kid. This could be my son now. Like, your son, don't do that. That'd be worse.
Hey, that was on the board because remember, like Jessica was missing a child and Bailey was missing a mother.
No. I'm saying the idea of that is fine, but I don't want her to be like, oh, I just lost my son, so I'll just replace him with Bailey. I think that's fucked up.
I didn't say she replaced them, but anyway, this is just like a random team up. Like the Spider-Boy's already dealing with like these drones, right? And that's when he finds Jessica in the midst of the park, and she actually remembers Jessica and her child, her baby. And this is like, what the hell? Like Jessica, somebody actually remembers him? And yeah, Bailey just kind of talks about the history between him and Jessica and the baby.
They're gonna talk about this because he should remember that either. They didn't relate. Like, what's happening, bro? They gotta start explaining to Bailey, or people gonna start pulling out this book.
I can't do this with Bailey. Like, I have no problem with him when he's his own character. Anytime he's like, oh, I remember this thing that no one else remembered. Like, shut up. Like, yeah, I hate you.
No, Jake, that's not even the only problem here. The problem is no one else remembers the baby, despite the baby existing. So not only does he have memories that no one else has in his timeline, he has one now where the baby existed.
Right. So, Like, listen, I want to root for Bailey, but he makes it so hard.
Hey,
And
high
that's
hanging
why
fruit.
still gonna wait till like 25 issues to be like, oh yeah, the secret truth of Bailey. Watch what actually happens.
Watch it. It'll happen. You guys will. The cons of Bailey will be overshadowed by the pros, guys. Trust me. But
If
anyway,
he starts spreading with other people, I think it'll be fine. Like they said, by himself, he's okay. It's just you can't just keep acting like he's this sidekick that everyone just gotta accept when he didn't exist.
Okay, but anyway, going back at the issue at hand, right? You have, Bailey's like talking about how he always thought Jessica was cool, this and that. Like, Spider-Man didn't like the idea that, those two are teaming up, but Bailey's like, hey, we're two spider people that don't use web shooters. We have something in common,
That's like 90% of spider people on the 616. The only one, no, in fact, that's all of them. The only person who uses web shooter is Peter. Miles has this new organic light webbing, silk
Well,
makes her own.
these are the two spider people that don't shoot webs at all.
Okay.
Austin.
I said okay.
Okay. By the way, to get to fighting this and that, and this is when they start getting overwhelmed by the drones. And in a moment of hesitation, Jessica ends up grabbing Bailey and embracing him, Nami and Momonosuke style, to protect him. Austin knows that reference.
I wish I didn't.
Yep. I'm sure if you guys didn't hate Spider Boy before, hey, just
You cut
saying,
out.
Bailey was, yeah, embraced by Spider Woman.
That's
But
fine. That's not
anyway,
a reason to hate him. You don't care about Justin Drew like that.
okay, but anyway, and this is when like all the drones start forming into basically their own giant Megazord, and it turns out all these drones are controlled by none other than Screwball.
Yeah, you don't get no reaction. We don't care about Screwball.
I like how we just like you said that and then we just went silent.
Hey! This Screwball was one of the high-profile villains that Bailey had the luxury of beating in his life. All right,
That's not high profile. It's literally a clown that got beaten to death, almost to death.
Oh my god! His enemy is one of the most annoying characters in Spider-Man PS4 game. Congratulations.
Not as annoying in comics. She almost the auto superior Spider-Man will beat her to death. Her and her partner.
Jake, I'm sorry. Let's see you be 10 years old and see how cool your rogues gallery is, Jake.
Hey, Ben Tennyson.
That's actually, yeah. And Jake's rogue gallery is the X-Men rogue gallery. He's in that book.
I was an X-Men at a younger age.
Okay. But anyway, long story short, Jessica and Bailey end up defeating the robot, and they find Screwball, and Bailey's like, look, I really hate to do this to you. I really do like your live streams, and I do follow you on Twitter, and I hate to do this while you're on live, but I have to beat you, which is what you did.
Wait, hold on. No, this is hypocrite shit here. What the fuck? What the fuck you mean? I watch you crash. I like everything you do, but I can't let you do it to me. Like, you're a hero. Don't stop this.
Yeah, he follows her on whatever social media platform she's in.
Yeah, but not to stop her because he enjoys it. He enjoys the chaos he does.
But it also all her stuff like it's not a Secret Saturdays thing. Isn't like all her stuff like dangerous and like
yeah.
Well, yeah.
She's a D-list villain, all right? Like, what's exactly she doing that's so horrible?
She's like putting people in danger so she can pull stunts for abuse.
Yeah, she also doesn't take any responsibility when those people get hurt or hurt other people.
Okay, so what you're telling me is we're going to have a Screwball and Killing our tie-ins team up to get Spider-Boy.
Like, really, they should really do an arcade Screwball team up, because they're basically the same thing, but one deadly.
Yep. Oh, come on. Okay, I think that's my cat.
Let the cat live, bro. Let the cat live, right?
I swear it's becoming. He becomes active only at nights. All right. With that, audience, like that's it for Spider Woman this week, and the team up ends here.
Yeah,
So
man. That
yeah.
means Chris is not going back to Spider Woman next week. I guarantee you, he's not going back.
Okay.
I
All right.
guess. Yeah, I guess it's Austin's turn.
I guess it's Jake's turn.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna start with Fantastic Four, number 18.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So this starts with with Franklin Richards. All right, he's dead asleep, dead asleep till 12 o'clock hits. Wakes up a god. What we find out is that Franklin kind of goes over the history of who he is as a person, and all the stuff he's been through. But at some point he was like, I might be a god. I might be able to. I will exist long before the universe ends, perhaps even when it begins again. But sometimes I just want to be a kid. And so that's why he has mentally blocked his powers off.
Why is he lying?
Well, that's what he said. He said he did it, and he said,
Cryptid.
What?
You remember how we had two whole events about Franklin not having powers,
Yeah.
and now they're saying that he just blocked his powers off?
Yeah, he hides his powers. He hides his powers even from himself, so he doesn't remember doing it. And once a year, his powers will activate, and he gets to scope the entire universe, see if there's any dangers, and then adjust accordingly. Oh,
this ruined like 3 whole years of events, bro. What did that?
It's only one time a year, all right. No.
I did it. He did no, because they made whole big deals and plots about him not having powers and saying it's Reed's fault or saying it's someone else's fault and all the other stuff. They just got negated because he just did it to himself. That's what I'm saying.
That's his cover story. There you go. So,
I'm saying it's not good. Looking back.
But so to this night of nights, Franklin was looking out into the distance to see what happened, and it turns out soon, in the future, an asteroid will hit the Earth, and it will be up to his family to stop it. So it comes to
not just any asteroid, Jake.
Yeah, it's all being special.
The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, or at least a level.
Not just that. What else?
It's an invisible one. What else did I say?
Yes, an invisible asteroid.
Yes, an invisible asteroid. So the Fantastic Four and the gang ride on invisible horseback, and they enter the scene, and they explain to the police officers, "We have theories."
Jake, you out of context, this sounds ridiculous. Hope you know that, right? It's an invisible asteroid, and then this family kills their invisible horses.
Even the police officers even the police officers were like looking at Sue, saying, "You're trying to make us hate you. You realize that, right?"
Yeah, no. That's not what they say. They say it because they're like, well, we have two theories. Either someone's faking the asteroid, or it's invisible. And they're like, you're trying to make us hate it. Sure, yeah, we're trying to make us hate it. But anyway, so the team basically deduces that these asteroids are going to be so dangerous that if even one hits the Earth, or the next one hits the Earth, it's going to destroy everything, like the dinosaurs and all this stuff. So Sue creates 2 force fields to kind of help her block out the asteroid. And with some help from Johnny Storm, this takes all of their powers to do, but they managed to stop the asteroid. The only problem is there's a lot more on the way, and it took all they had to deal with it. To deal with one. There is a common theme throughout the story that the Fantastic Four feel like even if they can't do it, they have to try. And my line to them is, try calling the Avengers. Just say. Anyway, so
get Carol out there. Carol, Iron Man, they can do something.
Right.
Thor is probably good to save the whole day, to be honest.
Again, Jake is trying to act like he's smarter than the smartest man in the world.
No, to be fair, if the Avengers aren't busy right now, he is. I guarantee you he is.
They don't even try to call them. But anyway, so they try to come up with a plan. This one's going to be a bit more dangerous since there's a lot of them. They're going to try to take out as many as possible or slow them down. And Reed's going to even use his body to try to bounce some of the asteroids off back into the atmosphere. And they theorize that he could probably do it with maybe 1 or 2, but eventually they're going to break through his skin.
Wait, I have a question.
What's up?
Is it a real horse that's turned invisible, or just invisible shapes of horses?
Sue makes the horse invisible. You can do that.
Basically, he has Green Lantern.
You know how creepy that is?
Yes, but she can do that now, so you have to accept it. So
It's fine. It's just funny as hell to think about.
so yeah, the plan might kill Reed, and then Sue's like, and then he's like, but listen,
That's a chance I'm willing to take.
we have to try. And so he tells Sue that you're my greatest adventure ever. And then Sue's like, hey, you might not die yet, mister. Don't try dying yet already. And then so Franklin narrates, and he's like, listen, they did their best, and they did everything they could, but like it was too late. They all died. So
Can I ask you a question?
Then he comes back to the present day, and he's like, listen, my Uncle Pete told me with great power comes great responsibility. So I can't not help him. So he changes destiny itself. So the events of the story will play out differently. And then he goes back to sleep, but his power is gone. By the way, Valeria's in here, and she does not wake up. There's like a bright light in her room, and that does not wake up. She's like, I don't care.
To be fair, that wouldn't wake me up either. Right? It has to be sound. If you're not doing sound, the light thing gonna mess with me.
The light will wake me the fuck up, but I guess whatever. Turns out also he was being spied on by some guy named
by the legendary Nick Scratch.
He's back, and he's like, how did he not sense me? Whatever. Now I know that Franklin has godhood. I shall.
If I was him, I'd be like, oh, he had to sense me, huh? I guess I'll just stop doing it. Yeah. There's no way that happened. He just didn't sense me. He just probably thinking this is Reed's son after all.
So Franklin moved the asteroids just so they wouldn't hit the Earth, but Nick Scratch was like, no. I'll do it. I'll move it back so they'll die anyway. So when Franklin went to sleep, he moved the asteroids back to where they were supposed to go. So the same events happened the first time, all the way up to when they stopped the first asteroid. But this time they're like, man, we're kind of cooked because I don't know if we can do this. What I find interesting in this version of events, when Reed suggests that he's going to sacrifice himself, Sue's like, no, don't even try it. Stop. And then, God, I forgot her name, the blind chick.
Alicia. Damn.
Listen, I got a headache. Alicia, she's like, wait a minute, guys, why don't you just combine your powers? I'm like, what? Yeah, like do that. And maybe it'll work. And they're like, well, that's stupid. Wait a minute. And then they come up with this ingenious, like they call it like that's fucking dumb. Wait a second. And so then they combine their powers. Johnny and Sue combine their powers in such a way they can make a targeted laser. And Reed comes up with the theory of how to do it. And the laser goes around and blasts all the asteroids in the sky all at once.
All this to me looks like Cyclops could have saved the day.
Oh, and actually, it's funny you say that because when they bring it, when they're talking about it in the morning, first off, Larry's like, hey, how many times am I going to tell you guys when the end of the world happens when I'm asleep? Wake me up. And then later they're talking about it, and Johnny's like, we should like call the X-Men right now and just brag to them that we just have their power. Like I know you should call Cyclops right now and just say he's a fucking fraud. And on top of that, let's call Iceman too because he has dumb ice powers. He would know how to do this shit. And so, and then we cut to God, I'm terrible with names. Maria Hill. And Maria
Don't
Hill,
worry, she looks like no version of Maria Hill people know. It's okay, bro.
Yeah, baby.
So then her assistant comes in and she's like, oh, looks like the Fantastic Four learned how to combine their powers and make lasers. We're like, oh yeah, we thought they could do that. So I'm glad they figured that out. And hopefully they stay on this track of learning shit that we already know about them. Because someday we may have to kill them.
I'm surprised they still have this list because Captain America already stopped these Shield from making this list. So I wonder if we're gonna get a redo of that because Cap was like, "No, you can't be keeping tabs on heroes and shit like that." When they did it to the X-Men. So the idea that all people are like, you know, we might have to kill the Fantastic Four. I just would just make the whole thing about them. That's kind of weird. Ain't gonna lie. Right. The Fantastic Four is like the least amount of team I'm expecting to go evil.
Yeah. Hey, wait, Austin. The person Captain America told to burn all those files was the person he was sleeping with, Sharon Carter, and this is Maria Hill we're talking about.
Hey, believe in Cap's wrist.
That was Fantastic Four number 18, a fun issue just telling you that Franklin's still a god. Don't worry, he just doesn't know it. And he's also like Dr. Manhattan once a year. So
yay!
So you know,
yay!
There you go.
Yeah.
So I like how this one night he remembers his powers. He's like, "Oh my god, I've been spending a whole year feeling like shit and making other people feel like shit for no reason. Guess I'll go back doing that."
Yes. But yeah.
One thing I gotta say, like I like how this writer is like elaborating on all the uses and how crazy powerful the Fantastic Four's powers can really be. Like Reed can make basically multiple hands like Doctor Octopus, or Sue could block out the sun.
Johnny can make clones that control fire in general. Really?
Yep. And now I'm looking at Ben, and I'm like, dude, wow, your powers
I
kind of seem lame now at this
I
point.
feel like they're gonna make it so he can cover other things with rocks or like spawn rocks and stuff.
You kind of have to at this point, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah, if everyone else is evolving to this degree, he has to do something, or at
Can
least
you
get more hardened or something, get even more like physically strong.
Yeah, can you like spit out boulders or something like that, man? Come on, you're kind of lacking.
Yes, spit out the boulders.
What I find interesting is that in that morning, Franklin asks, because he doesn't remember anything that happened. So he's asking like, so how did Aisha figure this out? Like this whole plan out that you guys couldn't come up with. And he was like, well, she just did. And he's like, yeah, no, but like how though? Like doesn't make any sense. Like, why didn't you think of that? And she's like, well, just how the universe works, kiddo. Sometimes random shit happens. And he's like, oh, okay, I kind of like that. I like the implication though, because going back to what Austin said about Nick Scratch, I think that he just knew Nick was going to do that, so he really made another change before he went to bed to make sure that the plan would go off.
I like that he just made a backup plan. And like the backup plan was just that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
oh yeah, for people who don't know, Nick Scratch is the son of Agatha Harkness.
Ooh.
Yeah, old magic asshole guy.
Oh, hey, that's a good rivalry for the Fantastic Four. Magic versus science. Come on.
Yeah, we already got that with Doom. Though I don't want some lesser just when they come in thinking he's about to show up. That's what the story is. Nick Scratch shows up thinking he's gonna be the magic fool to Doom, and then to Reed, and just Doom just gets pissed off because I would personally.
Yeah, how about just stop?
You're not even Doctor Strange level. You think you about to come here and beat my rival?
Okay, I'll settle for the kids. All right,
Yeah, you can handle the mini Fantastic Four. I'll let that slide. But if you kill Blair or Franklin, I have to kill you.
Now that Nick Scratch knows that Franklin Richards is more powerful, like what is he going to do with that information? Is he
at the very least, he is only one day a year. I don't think he is.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll have to make sure not to fight him on Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesday on February 26th. Like I had him. Yeah, there you go.
all right, yeah,
But
all right, guys.
yeah. So I'm actually glad you're enjoying this book, Jake. I'm not gonna lie.
It took a while, but we beat the comic book reader and Jake.
Listen, Reed's still a front.
Wait, Jake reads comics?
Yeah,
he reads as a Ford at least. And yeah, this is Spectacular Spider-Man. It's in 2 books right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, Reed's still a fraud because he didn't call it Avengers, but that's
To be fair, it don't feel like he had a lot of time. And we're here already. I don't think they're showing up.
You can't call it Avengers Assemble, teleport here on Thor's shit. Get over here. I'm sorry.
If I had a rights to both those books, I would do it. But I can only write them for them. I guess it's my turn. Let's end off the worst Black Panther run in history.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, I would know. Yeah, I think it's the worst one in like the last 5 years, last 10 years.
Gotcha.
But the last book only really hurt T'Challa. This hurt Wakanda as a whole. Really. Al Ewing, I believe, is this still Al Ewing's book?
No, Eve Ewing.
Is that his wife?
No, they just both have the same last names.
I wonder we got to change that. Anyway, Eve Ewing, Black Panther #10. The book was canceled. For people who don't know, because we gotta get this shit out of here. And so we cut to it's him fighting. Who's this woman? I forgot this book, bro. She's fighting Kuvuma. This is the Devourer of Souls. I believe this is the person who we're referencing for. But basically, Black Panther killed her dad before. The villain got possessed by Kavuma. And now she looks like some magic stuff, bro. I think Black Panther can't get her dead stuff. But it is a lot of imagery. That's why I'm kind of overwhelmed trying to look at it again because I read this
Right.
earlier. But so she turned into a giant tiger beast with like 19 eyes. I want to say. Like I say, basically this
Why?
is it's a demon possessing her. It's like I say, it's a lot going on to try to explain because we just talked about the other
Okay.
issue.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
basically, he killed someone's dad. They want revenge on Wakanda. Blah blah. Basically, the Killmonger plot, but done worse. And then she got
Mhm.
possessed by a demon. He might also kill the demon's dad. I don't know. I can't tell you. But there's basically like evil Bask right now. I guess that's the best way I can describe this monster.
Mhm.
Evil Bask wants to eat Wakandans. I guess it likes dark meat. Is that wrong to say?
Well, Red Skull said it, so
There you go.
you know.
In the words of Freddy Krueger, "How sweet dark meat." And
Yeah.
Black Panther put on like his Black Panther Power Ranger suit. I'm showing this picture later. But it's kind of like it's it kind of calls it like a Batman or a Power Ranger suit. Cause Jake, his helmet it's like a black Wild Force Power Ranger helmet. You got like the fangs and everything over it. They glide it like the visor.
He's like me for.
Mhm.
It's not good, bro.
No.
But it's just Black Panther. I'm trying to figure out if that's him right. No, this is someone else. All right, so someone else puts on the Black Panther Power Ranger suit,
Oh wow. All right. All
and
right.
and then we finally get the title card of Black Panther's finale. Oh no, it is him. No, okay, this family is terrible. So it cuts to him putting on the suit, and then the next page is the whole thing saying Black Panther finale. You see him jumping through like the hurdles and stuff, and then it cuts back to him with the suit on. So
Mhm.
this is bad paneling. But it's him in a
Yeah.
Power Ranger suit, Black Panther Power Ranger suit for some reason. Uh, he's talking to Intergalactic Baku. But people don't know that the Intergalactic spaceship of Wakanda, well, there's a whole Intergalactic like planet situation in Wakanda where he owns like 5 like galaxies, I believe, or a galaxy.
And
It's
we're
something
all.
that Coates brought up in his run that people like
Mhm.
to ignore, even though it makes Black Panther like the most valuable character of all time, really, in Marvel Comics right now.
And people want to
Besides,
complain and people want to complain that the mutants have a planet of their own, whereas T'Challa has galaxies of his own. Damn.
I, it's either it's an intergalactic like it's a whole big thing. It's like 5 planets or it's a galaxy.
Mhm.
It's been a long time since I read the story, but he has a
Yeah.
whole lot of space. Let's put it like that. Ain't no question who the richest man on planet Earth is. But T'Challa starts flying his Power Ranger suit. He looks like he's doing like a Dark Hawk type situation. Y'all know what
Yeah.
Dark Hawk is? He kind of looks like that now. This book's terrible.
Oh damn.
But he's leading the fake bash through Wakanda, just casually eating people and stuff. T'Challa's just not being a real hero, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Uh, for who don't know, in the intergalactic station of Wakanda, they have like memories of people. T'Challa got kidnapped and replaced by somebody. He ended up there, and he got his memories back because they had his memories stored in something. Kind of like how I think the Quiet Council took that from him, where he like started putting memories of people in people's bodies. But
Mhm.
Black Panther was doing it first. So they had the memories of M'Baku's father or like T'Challa's dad and all that stuff here. So you can see what they would have done or talk to him or do like all the other stuff. Bring some people back if you need to.
Mhm.
And they bring back the father of the possessed girl, and he's like, bro, what the fuck's going on? What are you doing this is dumb. Don't do this. He's about to kill T'Challa, but all the memories of people start flooding into these people because the demon feeds on like the negativity and all the other stuff. It's kind of cliche demon. And T'Challa just kind of stabs it with his with his claws. Because for some reason this suit has like Wolverine claws on it. For no reason.
Yeah.
Just use your vibranium claws, bro. It's not a big deal. And then it dies. And that's kind of it. It's very anticlimactic, bro. Visually the monster looks great, but the way it goes
Yeah.
down is kind of bad.
Okay, so based on the final product, you could definitely tell this was canceled, like rushed canceled,
Yeah,
right?
it was rush canceled 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and they just start partying. They all start dancing and stuff. This is terrible. This is terrible going this here.
Is T'Challa back to being king at least?
Let me go down to the final page to find out. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, damn.
I leave from having met my. It's like he left Wakanda for good.
Wow.
It looked like he left a note. Saying it looked like he left a note saying he's going to leave Wakanda. He came to Wakanda to meet his subjects, and now he's leaving, having met his neighbors, his friends. He left a note for somebody. There's nothing here saying he's king again, at the very least. I give you that.
Okay.
But the next book for Black Panther Blood Hunt #1. So we'll see
Who's
how.
writing that?
I pray to God it's not this person. We'll see.
E-viewing.
Oh, it's not telling me here.
Okay. Just want to say, like, hey, I find that ironic, E-viewing. Hey, she is from Chicago, and, given where the route she went with Black Panther.
Yeah, and that's a funny thing that she did. That it felt like she wrote Wakanda as Chicago. Let her ask Wakanda.
Oh, and she's writing an X-Men book in the future, right? And guess what? The team is based in Chicago.
Yeah, and so I can't wait for the X-Men to fight police brutality for some reason. But I just like the comments for this thing. Everyone in the comments are like, "Thank Bath, this is over." That's all the comments. They're like 10 comments in a row. Thank Bath, this book's done.
Jesus. Hey, Austin, if it's any consolation, you're going through your Captain America experience like I went through the past couple of runs.
I was already going through that with Spider-Man. At least Captain America ain't getting cooked. I give you that, okay? How about that?
Okay. You got double whammy. I'll admit that.
Yeah. But at this point, just put Chip Darcy on the book. I just want to see what he do. Give me Chip Darcy do this version while Jonathan Hickman, whoever's doing the ultimate version. I kind of want to see what happens.
Right. At least Marvel gave you Bone the Ultimate Black Panther.
Yeah, at least that's solid so far.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm kind of with the people. Like, I'm kind of pull out the 616 and going all the way to the 1661, and we're just gonna stay there.
Hey, if the Ultimate Black Panther showed us anything, is that there is people who want to really like Black Panther. It's just unfortunately his mainline books weren't pulling it or doing it for people.
Yeah, they have 2 bad books in a row. At least one got canceled. The other one finished to completion. It was just terrible to read.
Yep.
All right, but I'm done. Let's go ahead and do your stuff.
All right. With that, audience, let's move on to the next book. And it's none other than Spider-Boy #5.
Oh my fucking god, no.
Spider-Boy.
The greatest book of all time. So says him.
Spider-Boy disappeared from the timeline. Spider-Boy crawling up the wall. It's hard to make up a theme song, all right? There's a low budget for Spider-Boy.
Says you, but you got a limited time to get to this in your next book, so let's get moving.
Okay.
To be fair, mine's not gonna take that long because I'm not gonna go too far.
Gotcha. But anyway, this picks up from what happened in the last issue. Because remember, in the last issue, Bailey was so upset at everybody seeing him as a monster, or automatically assuming he's gone rogue, that he decided he's gonna go out on his own. He doesn't need his family, so this is basically his Spider family, no more.
We're not your family. We're not your family.
Hey, Christine was his unofficial big sister. All right,
you're in an orphanage for a reason. You need to understand that, all right?
Oh man, but anyway, so we open up the book. You have Christine, Spider-Man, and Captain America all searching for Bailey, and Captain America is the one actually giving Peter crap, like, Spider-Man, how come you don't know where your sidekick is? Bailey, he's your sidekick. He's your sidekick. Look, Cap, I love y'all. I love you and everything. But if I was in that spot, I'd be saying, yeah. Tell me what happened to Bucky. Yeah, come on. You want to
Oh
talk
yeah.
about sidekicks?
Didn't you have a whole son that went missing for like 20 years?
Yeah, yeah. Say what you want about how I treat my sidekicks, Cap. But hey, my sidekick never caused an invasion of the whole world for a petty grudge. All right, like,
I didn't want Spider-Man looking at him screaming. He's not my sidekick. Child.
oh man. Okay, but anyway, so they continue their search, and um, Spider-Man, he tries to go back to the Feast Center to go look for him. Like, Christine is there too. Yeah, she decides she's going to roam the streets of New York by herself. And keep in mind, she's not that much older than Bailey, so yeah, take that for what it is. Like, a little girl's out on the streets by herself looking
Wow,
for
such a hero, leading a little girl to endanger herself for him.
But while all this is going down, you cut back to Madame Monstrosity, who is still trying to investigate this Spider Boy character that she doesn't remember, but she knows she created him. So this is driving her crazy, and she actually she created Boy Spider an issue ago, right? Who is basically Bailey's clone slash brother, So she ends up using a machine to extract memories, fragmented memories of Boy Spider, which were, memories that Bailey had. And she's like, okay, so this stuff did happen, but I don't remember it. And she uses this as motivation to Elefino. You remember Elefino, the cellmate of Bailey?
Stop.
The elephant rhino hybrid. And Elefino realizes that it's this Spider Boy that's the reason why he got turned into an elephant rhino. So Madame Monstrosity gives Elefino an order to go tag along with Christine, track her down, see where she's going, and investigate her. And this is where I'm thinking to myself, wow, you're talking about an elephant rhino hybrid is like trying to distinctively hide as he's tailing this one little girl in broad daylight.
Gross.
Like, nobody's going to notice this 8 foot tall monster guy. Come on.
Me personally, I wouldn't notice.
Yeah. But anyway, while all this is going down, you find Bailey, right? He's actually getting lunch at his school. Yeah, again, he doesn't have money, so he's trying to sneak his way into a public school to get some lunch, right? Unfortunately, one of the teachers there is like, hey, we don't have any redheads in this school. Who are you, kid?
How would you know that?
I know, like somehow he knew. It's the red hair, man. No, you know what it is? It's the red hair and the blue eyes. I think it was Philly Superman who mentioned to us that is a rare ass combination that have genetics wise.
Yeah.
So, hey, how many red-headed, blue-eyed people do you know?
Jake.
Don't call me out.
knew. That's your mutation, Jake? Wow, that's so lame.
Oh, my mutation was super speed.
Yeah. But anyway. Okay, but anyway, as this is going down, Bailey accidentally knocks a teacher over across the cafeteria table. He runs out. He's like, oh, okay, well, looks like I couldn't come here for a free lunch. Let me try seeing if there's any other schools that could have me. And he gets a Spider Sense flash from the pen he was using, which actually formerly belonged to Christine. And that's when he gets a vision that Elefino is about to attack and kidnap Christine. So that's when he has to go trailer down this one convenience store. She's there asking the store clerk if he saw any redheaded, blue-eyed children. And that's when the monster comes up, attacks, and the clerk is telling her, "Do you know who that is?" And Christine's like, "Hell if I know." And she says it like a curse, like too, like damn. So
That's not
anyway,
funny.
anyway, Elefino ends up catching her, and that's when Bailey comes in. There's a brief battle. There's a big battle between the two. Elefino is just pissed off at Bailey, blaming his circumstances on him. But Bailey didn't want to get anybody hurt, so he takes the fight to a construction site. A construction site with a Killing Air billboard on it, saying that this is the future. This is the future construction site of a Hellblazer amusement park, only for Killing Air. I just like how Killing Air is just huh?
Yeah, he reminds me of, like, the cartoon villain, like Bling Bling Boy now.
I think so. Yeah.
Super rich young kid being selfish.
I said Billy Billions.
Yeah, Billy Billions what I'm thinking of, but Bling Boy is the only one name I remember.
I think so. I mean, he has a solid gold case for his smartphone. So yeah. I mean, like, what's next? Is he going to purchase the Kung Fu Kid franchise and have Jet Kai be his Miyagi in it? So, or something like that? Who would do that, right? Someone with $1 billion, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyway, they fight Bailey and Elefino. Eventually, Bailey has the whole construction site fall on top of Elefino, but Bailey still wants to try saving him. That's still his friend after all. So he digs up through the rubble, finds Elefino, and Elefino uses the opportunity to knock out Bailey and grab Christine. And that's when the first part of the issue ends. He brings them back.
So Billy likes Naruto, huh? He one of those people. Even though you don't like me and want to kill me, you're my friend. So I can't let you do that, and I can't let you leave.
I know, right? But anyway, that's when we get to the next part of the story. And it's just a continuation of the first part. You have Madame Monstrosity. But here's the twist. You get a little flashback of Madame Monstrosity's story, right? You see her, she is very excited in the past. She's having a very special visitor over. She's like, oh my god, everything has to be perfect. Okay, my dress is dry clean, I got my makeup, I got my perfume, my hair is done, and all that stuff. All my servants now have spiffy new tuxedos. Okay, everybody roll call. Okay, servant number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Wait, shouldn't there be a 5? Wait, I feel like something's off. Everybody's in their spot, but we're missing a 5th person. It doesn't matter. We have this special guy coming over, and that special guy turns out to be the High Evolutionary.
I knew it.
Hey, given Madame Monstrosity's line of work, she will worship the ground this guy walks on,
Yeah, but it had to be him, or it was going to be like Armazel or some other really evil scientist who are capable of this. The other scientists are really able to do what they do.
Gotcha. But man, like High Evolutionary, he comes in like freaking dark side, with his hands behind his back. He has like this presence above around him, like saying, okay, I'm here. What's worth here for me to see? And Madame Monstrosity, it doesn't need to be said, but dude, she has a major hots for High Evolutionary,
Deserved.
Yep. So she's like, oh, okay, Mr. High Evolutionary. I'm a huge fan of your work, first of all. Let me show you what I do. I do some gene splicing too. Servant number 4, bring in the test subject. And then he brings out a plumber. And the plumber's like, hey, what is this? I just came here to fix up the sink. What's going on? Wait, why are you putting me in this room with a crab? Oh, psh. And then she activates the machine, and the plumber gets spliced with a crab. I'm like, god damn, dude! As a serviceman myself, as an electrician, I can just imagine myself. I'm just here to fix up the exhaust fan in your kitchen, dude. What the hell? And then I get spliced with an eel? Like, don't I at least get a choice of what animal I want to get spliced with? Like,
I really want like High Evolution to be unimpressed.
Oh yeah, he wasn't impressed at all. Uh, Afterwards, he actually just goes back to his ship. Madame Monstrosity is like, wait, Mr. High Evolutionary, didn't anything impress you? And then he looks at her saying, "Woman, you told me you had a breakthrough in your research. You told me you had a subject that could evolve and devolve at will, but nothing here. But you didn't have any of that, and nothing here impresses me. So, bye." And that's when she realizes, what am I forgetting? Yeah, it turns out that number 5, that breakthrough in her research was Bailey. Because he could turn into a spider and turn back into a boy at will.
Yeah, but now he's back once she just had her research again. And she was, oh yeah, he's gonna be
I guess it was just
back.
like,
Even though they don't remember him, the research and stuff still return at the very least.
yeah, but like this was just as at the she. This was a very special first impression sort of moment for her,
No,
and
I
it was
get it.
just, yeah, it was just a ruined moment from Bailey because the one moment somebody needed Spider Boy the most, and he wasn't there.
I kind of want him like I turned a robot into a real girl yesterday. Like yeah, I don't even realize like how far beyond this I am.
Yeah, I
I
turned
done turned into a robot,
I
then I made a twin robot, and then I
yeah
made two different people in
I
5 minutes.
turned I turned a vibranium synthezoid into a diverse woman. Come on, man, monstrosity.
I gave her the N word past myself.
But anyway, so that's when you get back to the present. You have Bailey strapped on; both his arms and legs are strapped onto the machine, and she's just like monologuing about like you cost me something very dear to me, Spider Boy. But now that I have you, I can continue all of my research. And then she brings in Christine and tosses her into the evolution chamber. And Christine's like, "Wait, what's that?" Like, we don't know what animal's with her, but all we know is she's gonna get spliced in the next issue as the issue
Yeah,
ends.
it need to be something that eats spiders.
I would think it could be like a butterfly, maybe. Or
Nah, if you want to make a statement, it need to be a spider slayer, something that eats spiders.
ooh, well, you can't do scorpion. I mean, come on, like too obvious. What eats
Eh,
spiders?
what else eats spiders? Something. Do a bird. Do her and a bird.
Okay, I guess. Hey, if you guys were trapped under minor monstrosity and you were going to be forced to splice with an animal, she'll at least give you a choice. Which animal would you want to be spliced with?
I want to be spliced with an ant.
Okay. Lift 10 times your own weight. Okay, I see you're thinking long term.
I'm gonna be Ant-Man's sidekick.
I,
Splice me with the
Jake?
powers of a phoenix, so I may rise again.
Hey, it has to be a normal animal, Jake.
Yeah, you know how hard that'll be if they're to get a part of the Phoenix Force and be like, oh yeah, so let me fuse this with your body.
Also, it's in the Marvel universe, so I'm sure it exists somewhere.
Okay.
Well, it does, but you have to go to like Britain and then go to the magical side and then go find a Phoenix there. What'd you choose?
Hey, I would choose an eagle and ask if I could be Captain America's sidekick. How about that?
I know you like birds, Captain. Oh yeah, I was able to post the Power looking outfit. Jake, go to our server and look at that.
Yeah. What animal would you want to be spliced with, man?
I don't know. There's many options, but to be honest with you, I don't care.
Oh.
I am currently thinking of other things / associating rather than listen to you talk about Spider Boy for the millionth time.
Oh, and also we actually get a letters page at the end. Yeah, there are people out there writing letters of how much they care about Spider Boy. To the point
How we know
where
they're real? How we know they're real?
they're real because we have one photo of a 5-year-old boy in a Spider Boy outfit.
those outfits on the ship.
Huh?
You tell me you're already selling merch?
It was a homemade costume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Hey, he's a rising star, you guys. 10
Yeah,
years
This
from
because
better,
now.
Vance Star
this
has
better not be your nephew,
freaking
Cryptid. I swear to God.
Okay,
because
yeah, just
Vance
because
Star
my
has presents and he can do whatever the fuck he wants apparently.
and just because I have a 10-year-old nephew doesn't mean I see any connection between him and Spider Boy. All right.
All right, Jake. I know you're worried about time. Don't worry about time. I'll just do Cobra Commander next week.
Okay. Oh, and let's see. Oh, and mark my words, guys. 10 years from now, when he finally makes his debut in the MCU, you'll see people saying, "Wow, finally, the savior of the MCU is here."
Only
You
you're
should
gonna
be
be
more
saying that,
surprised
Cryptid.
if you should be more surprised if Dan Slott don't use his influence over the Spider-Man games to throw him into Spider-Man 3 or something.
When they actually do Spider Boy, he's most likely not going to be like, "Oh, he was here the whole time." They're probably just going to move him out.
Oh
Yeah, he
yeah,
was at the
actually no, actually he's been here the whole time. He came in No Way Home. We just didn't see him. He was
Oh,
in the hiding like
he
like
was in
Venom.
the
He just
he
been here
was
the
in the
whole
Battle of
time.
Endgame. He was in the Battle of Endgame.
oh, in the background. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, joke about that all you want, but at least if they do that, it'll be cleaner than what they did with Captain Marvel. Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
Okay.
Ugh.
Anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. We got through them
Yeah,
all.
yep.
Yay, audience, we survived Spider Boy number 4.
Yeah,
Hey,
two books of Spider Boy in one day. That's insane for a regular person.
I know.
we once did one night where there were 3 Spider Boy topics at once. So I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
We have a lot to complain about. No offense.
Yeah, like our social glitch, ain't that right?
Oh shit, yeah, the socials. Hello, I'm back with the socials. I have my little JP with me because I'm still salty. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel because I said so. You can also follow us on Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69. I did post a couple of funnies during this live because I can do what I want. Anyways, yeah, if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at witch_of_Jotunheim. Yeah, that's all you're getting from me. You're also can find Austin. Look at a brick wall with bright blue eyes and pink blush. You'll find them. Don't worry. If you want to find Jake, he's in your house. He's in your walls. I don't know why he's in
Yeah,
your walls,
he's
but
definitely weird like that.
yeah. And Cryptid, he's trying his best to defend Spider Boy's honor, but honestly, no one gives a shit enough to actually do it.
I'll go round after round with the best of y'all.
You know I would win, Cryptid. You know I would win.
All right.
Yeah,
Well.
that's all you're getting from me tonight. Anyways, have a good night, audience.
All right. Bye, audience.